Hello, guys, and welcome down. Oh, Sean just froze his hat on just at the last second. And welcome down to the CoasterGen Show Christmas special. And as you can see, we have our lovely border here. And we've got the chat on the right-hand side, so you will see the chat going on. We have Sam. Sam's here from Theme Park Insanity. How are you doing, Sam? You good?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's good to have everybody here. We've got Sean from ParkSpill, Mikhile, and Joe from Theme Park Insanity as well. And guys, make sure you stay tuned and make sure you subscribe because we have a quiz, 7-question quiz. It's going to be, and I'm going to be yeah, legit. I'm going to be straight with everyone. We only told
us.
Yeah. I was like, it's a quiz, by the way, which Joe's going to be doing. So.
Indeed.
Hello to everybody in the chat. Hello, Aroma Prime. Nice to have you in the chat.
Hello.
Hope you're doing well. Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope everybody's had a good Christmas Eve and you're all done now for the holidays. Yeah, it's good. We're all drinking as well, so you might get a bit merry in here. But
all barring one.
Oh well. I mean, vanilla Coke is quite strong.
Barring two, I'm not drinking.
It's plenty of yeah.
I've been drinking since 9 a.m. this morning. I'm not really.
Is that
nice.
coffee? Yeah, you've been drinking coffee since 9 a.m. this morning.
Coffee, yeah.
All right then, guys. So we're just going to fly in with some news and then we'll crack on with the Christmas show. Joe, do you want to talk us about the stuff that's going on with Flamingo Land right now?
I certainly can, yep. So, as many of you will know, Flamingo Land did have a few expansion plans, and they did announce those over the last sort of year or so. Now, one of them, of course, was the Scarborough site. Where basically we're going to have sort of a seaside-style theme park. Unfortunately, that at the moment has been shelved. But they did also have another one, which was a Centre Parks-style resort set to come to Loch Lomond up in Scotland. Ooh. Now, initially, the plans were submitted back in, I think, 2019 or 2018. Quite a large-style resort, very similar to Centre Parks. And unfortunately, it received well over 55,000 objections from locals in the areas. Now, the actual site itself is going to, or is rather set to be a £30 million investment, creating over 200 jobs. And obviously, because of the amount of objections that got sort of put in by locals, those plans unfortunately did get shelved. Now, there's been an ongoing dispute between Scottish Enterprise, who are obviously the governing body behind us, and obviously local councils. And at the moment, it looks like Scottish Enterprise have officially overruled those objections, and it does look as if that site is now set to be redeveloped by Flamingo Land, which means that those plans have now been put back in. Now, just to give you a rough idea of what to expect from it, there is going to be a 60-bedroom apart hotel. There's going to be a 32-bedroom budget hotel, restaurants, and very, sort of merry.
Very Merry Christmas.
Very Merry Christmas.
There it is. There it is.
And various other things as well. So, I mean, it does look very, very good. It's also going to have a boathouse and obviously, outdoor activities. But yeah, looking like that's all still set to go ahead. So fingers crossed, we'll be seeing some brand new planning applications put in fairly soon with refreshed plans. Obviously, the whole idea is it's kept economically friendly, environmentally friendly, and very excited. So
yeah, it's cool. It sounds really good. It sounds interesting. It sounds like they've had plans at Flamingo Land to do stuff like this, but they've just not been able to do it at the site that they want to do. So they've been looking at sites across, and we're looking at people like Centre Parks, and they've just been like, we can probably do this. Like, let's try and do this. Let's try and get a nice beauty. Because you said, Sean, you go up there, right?
Yeah, I love Loch Lomond. I used to go. My dad used to live up in Edinburgh, so I used to go over to Loch Lomond quite a lot. Nice. I absolutely love it. It's such a lovely place. So it's to have something like that around there. I know they have got other things similar to that around there. But
is there a Centre Parks there and stuff?
There's not a Centre. I don't think there's a Centre Parks, but there's they have weddings and stuff like that around there. So there are like lodges and stuff. Anyway, it's such a it's like, imagine like Loch Ness, like it's massive. So there's things all the way around it. But to have something as big as something like a Centre Parks would be.
I mean, in terms of location, I think it's believed to sort of be close to Balloch, I believe, around about that.
Don't drop a Balloch, Joe.
Don't drop a Balloch. Yeah, around about that area. So.
It sounds really cool. It sounds interesting. Also, moving on to other news. Oh, no, wait. Actually, before we do that, Sean, you got a bit angry when we talked about this topic just before we went live. So, should we wait till we answer the questions? Because it kind of answers the question that we were
let's wait until
we can tie it into the subject.
Also, guys, if you're in the chat, hello to Sam, just a quick one. Around Prime there. We've got Joe, we've got Matt, we've got Ryflix, we've got Mikhile. Again, Mikhile, you're always in the chat. Like,
I'm saying hi to people.
How are you two places at once, bro?
I don't know how he does it.
Like,
Tech Andrew and Fadil. Hello, everybody who is in the chat right now. It's 15 people watching. Guys, smash like on this video. And put us up there. We're if you don't know, there's a few streams going on right now, so we're very, very lucky.
We thought there was going to be about
3 people.
We'd be like, that's a success if you get about.
I mean, I almost wasn't here, so.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But you was almost you was almost away. So, but no. Other news, obviously, the Turbo Coaster in Las Vegas had its new premiere rides, trains put on. And was it during the test, or did it have people on it? It was during the test, right?
It must have been during the test. There wasn't anyone on the train. So.
One of the bogies snapped on the trains and pushed the catwalk so far away, came off the track. Crazy, right?
It's track. Like, at this point, like we're just beating dead horse, aren't we? It's like he's dead, guys. Leave it. Leave it. We can't
retrack it. Excuse.
It's so sad, isn't
Owner
it?
of the New York Hotel. Retract that ride, please.
Oh god, yeah. It's very tragic to see, but
it's crazy.
It just goes to show sort of how important testing actually is, though, doesn't it? In all honesty.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Why it is that crucial. So.
Anybody else want to say anything on that?
I can't really say I have much connection to this coaster, so I'm like,
I actually do.
You've done it. You've done it.
I actually do, because it was my first coaster that I rode in America, which is a bit sad. The second one was the Santa Monica Pier one, which was obviously is the GTA cred, so I'm happy with that one. It wasn't that bad. I read it on the front and the back. It was good. The first 2 drops are actually really fun. The rest of it is just meandery. The good hang time on the dive loop, but other than that, it's pretty crap.
It's a novelty coaster, isn't it? Really?
I don't know. See, I don't think it is. I think the first 2 drops were designed properly, and then they got on the roof and they were like, "Shit, we can't move away from this roof. We need to stay." It was like literally like that, just so you can see it from like when you're eating a Subway on the Strip. Like it's designed so you can see it from certain points on the Strip, and it's designed like when you ride it at night. When you come over that second drop, you see the whole of the Strip. It's incredible. Like the view is stunning, even during the day.
When I say it's a novelty coaster, I don't mean that in like a negative way. It's kind of like there's not.
Yeah.
Like, the thing is, like
it's like the Blackpool Tower lift, right?
It's a bit of a flex to say you've done it because I don't. You know what I mean? It's a big flex because there's not many coaster enthusiasts who are gonna like stop off all the way over there just to do that. If they're doing like a big tour sort of thing.
Yeah, I get that.
It's a big one to do, I think, really. So
it was cool. It was fun. The theming's actually really cool, like for the station and stuff like that. Like it's really cool, but it's strange. You kind of walk in like from being in a mall, like you come from a mall, and then you go into a casino, then you go up some escalators. But as you're going up the escalators, the brake run is there. So like, which I believe is over checkout in the New York hotel.
I was just about to say. So, what is it in an actual mall? I thought it was in the New York hotel.
It's in the hotel, but you go from a mall to the New York hotel casino base floor. You go down, and then so where the escalators are to go up to the station, there's an arcade, and then but what I was going to say, sorry, a sidetrack there. When you're on the base floor of the casino, you're at checkout for the hotel. Every 3 minutes. Because it's the brake run.
Oh god, yeah.
So it's so loud.
Very well thought out.
No, it's not, right? It's a massive gap, so you can be walking up the escalator and then it's like,
it must be so annoying.
Do you know when a bus goes off, like with the air brakes, like when you're next to a bus, it goes, yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, no, it's good. It's fun. It's quite high actually. It's pretty tall.
It looks
the views are stunning. If you get a clear day and you look out to the right on the lift hill, you'll see like all the mountains and stuff. It's awesome.
If only we had that arrow coaster going down. What was it? The big tower? What's the tower?
Stratosphere.
The Stratosphere.
Yeah, the Stratosphere.
Yeah. If only we had that arrow that went down there, man.
that would have been cool. But
the thing with these trains is just like I don't So like when I first saw them being put on the track, and knowing that they were Skyrocket 2 trains,
Yeah,
or Skyrocket trains, it was kind of just like I was trying to imagine them going through just the inversions, the loop in particular, and it just looked like, just knowing how bulky those trains are. Sean, you talk about the Intamin New Gens trains being bulky. These ones I would say are bulky as all hell. So like trying to imagine those trains going through this coaster's inversions. It's like I had a hard time imagining the trains actually articulating to the point where they could actually make it through how tight those inversions are.
Well, clearly it had a problem because
just a little bit.
Yeah,
it's weird. It's weird. I almost think that they would like Premiere would have benefited more from putting the normal, putting the.
Has anyone else? I said, hold on. Has anyone else? Is anyone else's screen gone green from Mikhile?
Yeah, it did, and then it's gone back to normal.
No, he's not. No,
temporarily turned into
he's
the
fine
Grinch.
on mine. So keep going, Mikhile. Keep going.
That scared the shit out of me. All right, I shouldn't have.
It's a Christmas elf. S-bomb's fine. No S-bomb.
Into the Hulk reel. I'm sorry. I'll try not to do it again.
Got too angry there.
He's so angry. Angry man.
No, I was just thinking. I think that Premiere, like obviously they wouldn't do this because it's like previous tech, the previous trains to their LIM coasters and stuff. Like it seems like maybe those past LIM trains would have had an easier time navigating those inversions and those tight elements and stuff. Like I said, like they wouldn't do that because it's outdated technology that they would have to redevelop for this particular, like it wouldn't be worth it. It wouldn't be worth it at all.
No.
But yeah, just like it's something that I would have to see multiple times to get used to it being a thing.
Yeah,
the new Skyrocket trains going through that layout.
Yeah, it would look weird, and it doesn't really have the iconic look as well that the old trains had. Like it had that iconic look to go with the hotel. It was a New York cab. That's what the train was. It didn't really feel like that with these new trains. So yeah,
I feel like they tried to theme the trains up to like a taxi, but
they just did what everyone was doing Planet Coaster. Like I need a New York cab. I need it yellow and black.
Yeah,
that's something that I realised recently, like about the. I don't know. Oh no! Now I'm saying this. I think we actually talked about this.
Go on.
I'll say it anyway. Now I've decided.
Might as well.
With Shockwave at Drayton Manor, like the fact that the first pull through test had done that, like it didn't actually make it through the 0G.
Yeah.
So they had to make it bigger, and I didn't know that until recently. Like someone.
They had to re-profile the 0G roll?
Yeah, they literally had to replace it.
Oh,
really? Oh god!
Wow. Didn't know that.
They tried to pull it through and it didn't make it because it's stand up. They didn't really do the calculations right. Obviously, this is back when it properly. And so stand up wise, obviously they're much taller.
Yeah.
And it didn't make it through the 0G, so they had to redo it for the opening, which put it back. So it should have opened, I think, before Nemesis did, and because of that, it ended up open after Nemesis.
Ah.
I hope that's right, but that's how.
Sam, if you're in the chat, give us a shout.
Indeed, yeah, let us know.
Hey, Top Film Tourist, how you doing?
Expedition Theme Park. He was in the chat. He said, "Merry Christmas, everyone."
So he did.
Merry Christmas.
There's a lot of people saying Merry Christmas. Got Phil Riders there.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah,
Top Phil Tourist in the chat.
Tourist. How's it going, guys? Hope you're doing well. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Indeed. Merry Christmas.
Did you get to ride Desperado? No, but I drove past it on the way to LA, and it looked amazing. It looked like such an iconic Arrow coaster. Like it legit looked awesome. I took so many photos of it. Like we were I just had my shot for the stone go. Just as we were in the car.
It's in a tedious situation whether it'll reopen now. Desperado.
It's really weird, man. Like it's I know people. I think there was a video somewhere online where people actually went inside the casino hotel bit, and it's like proper run down. All the log flume trough is like dried up and all that stuff. So it's in a pretty bad state. I believe they used to run the coaster like once every so often, and then just stopped. which is a shame.
I don't know what
it
they'll do
looks
with it.
really good. Like the drop's massive. Like when I seen it, I was like, wow. Like it's like big one size massive. It's huge.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, oh my, I need to go. Like I just wanted to go and walk to it, but we couldn't, unfortunately. But it was really cool to see it. It was definitely cool to see it. Yeah, the festive headwear. Yeah, I tried to open a cracker and then the thing snaps. So I've gone with N64. There you go.
Hold on, you not got tape at your house? Surely.
Yeah, we got
It's
tape.
season to have sellotape in the house.
We do. It's not worth it though. The hat wasn't very. I was expecting like a big bright green
hat
hat. Came out white.
That's the Nintendo game. Is that Nintendo GameCube?
64.
No, just
64.
Nintendo, yeah.
N64, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a cool hat. I like it.
I like it. But
That logo is imprinted in my brain forever.
Yeah, definitely. Such a and you know Nintendo making a comeback now with Nintendo World, man. That looks.
They
awesome.
are.
Oh,
they certainly are.
That looks incredible. It looks so good. But
It's
yeah,
like the game in real life.
it really does.
Speaking of that, did you guys watch the that like 15-minute video that came out?
Didn't Mario blink?
The other day?
Like that's what I took away from it. Super Mario blinked. Like the characters blinked. Like I don't know, it threw me off a little. I was like, whoa, okay.
What, as in the mascots?
Yeah.
Well, not the mascots, but the
it blinked.
costume.
Yeah.
What?
It blinked.
I didn't notice that.
Someone pointed out on Twitter and went, I don't know what I got out of that, but Mario blinked. I was like, what? And it did.
That's so good.
That is like...
There are Disney costumes that do blink.
Yeah, I imagine there is. I've never been to Disney, so I wouldn't know, but
yeah, it's just another element. That
detail.
Yeah, detail.
So much detail.
And this is what Universal are just upping it, man. Like I don't know. Is this the decade of Universal? I feel like
they've reached a whole new level.
I feel
well above Disney anyway.
What do you think, Sam?
What about Disney and Universal?
Yeah.
I think Universal are pushing Disney to actually invest, because they had a bit of a hiatus when it came to actually like expanding what they had at Disney. They were comfortably at the top. Yeah. And since Harry Potter, like Universal have just been pushing it and pushing it. Sure. I don't know if they'll overtake them, but like Velocicoaster.
Indeed. Yeah.
They're going to get that at Disney, are they? Like
it just seems like the experience at Disney is revolving around revolving more and more around how they can get money out of people as opposed to the quality of the experience they're giving to their guests.
Yeah.
So like I don't know, and especially with how Disney have been hit by the pandemic and everything, Universal seems like they're in a much better place competitively, a much better position to bounce back from
Which is crazy
than,
to think,
than
like,
Disney are.
Plus and
I
stuff
feel
like that.
I feel like what Disney do best is like, you know, like where you go from like like land to land or area to area. Like Disney, what Disney do so well is they do it so seamlessly that you don't notice it.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like when you're in Universal, if you've done like a Universal park and a Disney park, like one day to another, which if you're in Florida, you're bound to do, you realize that Universal not as good as doing that. Like it's kind of, you do feel like it's like, okay, there's an end to this land, and then you go into another one. So I feel like for Disney, it's always like that's like a big thing for them, and it just feels like for an entire day, they still are like the kings of doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of, like,
have you been to Animal Kingdom, Sean?
What's that?
Have you been to Animal Kingdom?
Yeah.
Because just like from the outside looking in, because I've never, the only Disney park I've been to is, well, outside of Disneyland Paris is Magic Kingdom and then California Adventure. But it seems like Animal Kingdom is the park where that is best illustrated.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's incredible. Like
seamless transition between areas, like you were mentioning.
It's just Animal Kingdom is like probably, I think for me, in terms of when I went there, for my favorite parks in Florida would go like Hollywood, and then Animal Kingdom, and then Epcot, and then Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
They would probably go. They knew he's a Magic. I love Magic Kingdom. Don't get me wrong; it's an amazing park, but it is very much. I think once Tron opens, it's going to completely change that place. Like, completely change it. But Magic Kingdom for me was very much like a very much a kiddie park. However, like I still like that kind of like the kind of magic that Magic Kingdom has. Like just seeing castle. I think anyone who's into that, like, they'll see that and they'll be
massive
like,
experience, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's a massive experience.
It's amazing, and the fireworks show. It's like for me that was like a lifelong dream to see like the fireworks behind the castle.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, for me, it would go like Animal Kingdom, like you say, it's so well done, like it's unbelievable. Like, considering this, like in terms of we look at rides, there's not much there.
No,
but you can spend hours there because there's obviously the animals there. The Tree of Life is awesome. Like Dinosaur, I think is like one of the best dark rides I've ever done. Like,
I've heard that a lot about Dinosaur. I'm curious.
Dinosaur is insane. Like
available on Right.
Like it's actually scary. Like it scared the hell out of me when I did it. Like I can understand why there's complaints about it being too scary when it opened, because it was like they had to like dull it down. So the version I saw was
really
dulled down because it was making kids like scared. And even when I went on it, it felt like I was in like the only way I could explain it is like a ghost train with dinosaurs. Like honestly, that thing in the ghost train, you're like, what's going to happen next? That's what it felt like. But
wow,
that's awesome.
There's so many jump scares on it. Literally, it catches you off so much.
Yeah.
The one thing I remember first time like queuing up for Dinosaur was like every kid was crying on the offline. I was like 21 thinking, I don't know if I want to do this.
That's what it's like. It's great though. It's brilliant ride.
It does.
I love to try because it's the same ride as Indiana Jones, isn't it? At some of the other parks.
I believe it's probably the same because it's
the ride vehicles. It's the fact that
the same ride system.
Yeah, the ride system, because they like they like actually. Cause that's what's amazing about it for me is like you're going through, but you feel like you're actually going off road and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
it's awesome.
That's
I
cool.
love that.
That
it's
is
really
so
good.
cool.
And I hope that's because I know that some what's it called trackless rides are doing that now, where they have like the actual like
rocking motion,
all that
when they can pitch and yaw and
it's a rocking motion.
The different types of movement.
Winnie the Pooh that did that first, maybe Winnie the Pooh ride. I don't know the trackless system, but like they can actually start doing that. I think as soon as they start doing that, the trackless ride systems, like the more
what can you do next? Like seriously,
it's like it's another level. Like I love it. Like it's so good.
How long before they invert?
I think I would say that Mickey and Minnie when I did
motion base. There you go.
When I did Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Mine Train, because I did that when I was like, luckily, when that opened at Hollywood Studio, I was there for the opening day.
Yeah.
And it was an awesome ride, but I honestly thought the thing that they are missing for that ride specifically is it what would you call it, articulating or what? I don't know, like how it goes up and down.
It's just simulating movement and
but there must be a word for it, surely.
You mean the different types of movement on the ride car? Like
like dinosaur
pitch, yaw, and roll.
Where it's just actually like it makes you feel like you're just going up and down.
Someone said motion base in the chat. I don't know if that's what it is.
But anyway, maybe that's it. But like, if they could start doing that, like on things like even like Rise of Resistance, they should have done that. Like, it just ups the game of like in terms of like the anxiety on the ride, where you just feel like, oh, what's going on now?
The unexpectedness of it as well, not knowing kind of what's coming next.
Yeah. Rather than just keep going on really smoothly along, like that little bit of movement on it, it makes a massive difference, I think.
I'll go with that, definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, towards reality, I think like that's what it really is.
Yeah.
I think it needs to be on the right ride to do it. Like Indiana Jones is perfect, obviously, because you're in a Jeep. Well, you are a dinosaur as well, actually, aren't you? But it's like you're off road. You're in a rough terrain. Like it works so well. It's so clever. Like you can tell they went out to the desert or to an area and just drove on bad terrain, recorded it all, how the suspension moved in the car and everything like that. You could just tell they did it. And they took it back to the Imagineering Center and they were like, right, let's recreate that. And if you watch the Imagineering Story, is that what it's called? on Disney Plus, it actually shows them doing it, and they crashed a hell of a lot, like trying it, like different things that they did and stuff. It was one of them.
Bayamoff said in the chat, he said, "Did you do it on? You did Mickey and Minnie Run a Miles Railroad? Lucky. I know I'm very lucky, and you know what the luckiest thing about that was because I did it on the opening day." When we come off the ride, there's loads of the Imagineers like just clapping us as we come off.
Oh, that must have been good.
You've seen all these legends just like clapping you, and you're just like, what the hell? Go watch Super Enthused vlog of it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not very good with the Imagineer names, but like you see them all, and she like shakes hands with them and things like that.
Wow.
It was awesome. That's brilliant.
Really cool. That's so cool. I bet they must be so proud, man. Like when they put out these projects and then they see people coming off the ride. It's like it must be such a thing. Like honestly,
after how long, like putting the project together from from blue sky planning all the way up to the completed project and seeing people come off it. I can't imagine what that must feel like.
I don't think like Mickey and Minnie's Railway is like it wasn't like bigged up enough because I think it took over such a legendary ride, because it took over from that. Like, but I still think it's so good. Like it's the way that they made you feel like you was immersed into like an actual like Mickey and Minnie Mouse like
short movie
animation.
Yeah,
that's like, so cool.
It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible, and I don't think it gets. They even have a bit. It's not really a spoiler because it's not like one of them rides. It's not like Rise of Resistance, is it? Where no one wants to be spoiled, but there's a bit in it towards the end where Goofy like comes out the back of the railroad and he goes and he shocks you and the seat like just shakes you underneath. And
that's really cool. That's so cool.
It's really, really good. It's fun.
Didn't it open within like in the midst of the hype of Galaxy's Edge as well, and when Rise of the Resistance was about to open as well? Wasn't that part of the reason why?
It was because it was like, to be fair, like I say, I went there for opening day. Rise at Florida had been open for like a few months, I'm pretty sure. But the hype.
Did it open after Rise? I can't remember. I can't remember the timeline.
But the hype was still there to the point that like when I went there, it's still going to be the same now, even after COVID. Yeah. It's like everyone still gathers there to get a ticket, and if you don't get a ticket, you don't get in, sort of thing. Yeah. So I went there, sat down, got a ticket, and then went on Mickey and Minnie's Railway, and then come back to actually ride Rise of Resistance. But yeah, like you say, I think because that Galaxy's Edge is still such a pull to people. Like that, honestly, is like you can understand why. Like the whole,
for sure,
it's so immersive.
They've timed it so well with all the movies, Mandalorian, everything. They've timed it so well to drop this ride. Like it's
that new Mandalorian series is awesome, by the way.
Oh, how good is it?
So good.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah. I'll.
I'm not going to say anything, but the first.
You might have to do that, Sam.
Yeah.
Just saying.
4 years. I've got
4 years.
Have any of you guys watched Deadwood?
Deadwood.
I've seen bits of it. It's
Deadwood.
a Western,
man. It's like
Western theme.
Yeah, it's like a Western. It's a Western series.
Really?
It was out a while ago now.
Okay.
But it was
You've
like
got me interested there with Western.
It's the best Western I've ever watched in my life because it's hard to explain, right? But it's like Shakespearean because they speak in like this old like American language that it's so hard to understand. And at the end of each scene, you kind of go, I kind of get what they were saying. It's crazy.
So he shot him for some reason. I don't know why.
You're trying to follow it, and it's like you don't understand what they're saying. But then, like at the end of it, you're like, I can't know what they're saying.
It's like he stole his TNT, but he's trying to take off his gold.
Yeah, he got the coyote, but he put the tunnel up.
Yeah.
So he's done something with his wife, and he's getting
He had a bath. They always have baths, don't they, in westerns? Like,
damn you, pesky varmints!
But what I love is the fact that the first episode of this series, I'm not going to spoil anything, but the first episode of this series of Mandalorian is like a massive throwback to Deadwood, to the fact that they even got the same actor out of it.
Oh wow!
Yeah, like, and it's like you.
Did I get a cheap pop from you? I bet you were like, whoa!
Because what I love about Mandalorian is, I don't know if you guys agree, but I personally think Mandalorian is perfect because they nailed it with the fact that it's a space western, which was Star Wars.
That's what I was gonna say. It just literally just a Star Wars western
that
series.
exact same feel.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. It's a space western, and that's how it was always meant to be seen in the first, in like the original ones.
It's so cool,
and that's what I love about it. So the fact that they went, okay, we're gonna throw like a little thing over to like.
I believe they used the Unreal Engine as well, the Unreal Game Engine for the
I heard that as well.
I think they did,
which is the same we use for VTO, so that's pretty cool.
It's amazing, to be fair. Yeah,
it's awesome. I think
that I'm gonna have to go back and watch like Rogue One. And maybe just run through all the films.
I really liked Rogue One
because like Mandalorian for me, Mandalorian is
Rogue One was the best.
Mandalorian is illustrating how all of the films are connecting together. And filling up. I love how all the different series that are coming out, with the new Obi-Wan Kenobi one coming out, the new Boba Fett one coming out. They're all going to be plugging little holes in the chronology of the
you know why? Because they couldn't do it in order. that was the whole plan altogether. You know, we'll start with halfway through, and then we'll be able to go back. Yeah,
Rogue One.
I really like Rogue One, Sean.
Yeah, I do as well.
I think it's
so good.
I think film-wise, I think it's the best film since the original series, and that was actually made, but that's directed by a director who's from Nuneaton in the UK.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Gareth Jones. He did another film called Monster, which is a really good film. And it was like an indie film, and that kind of rose his profile. But
I just like the vibe of Rogue One. It's very
so good.
It's very so dark. Like it's very, but
it's a film you can introduce people to Star Wars to. If someone goes, I don't really like Star Wars, because that was the same as with Jo. Like she was not into Star Wars that much.
Yeah.
And then we went to cinema to watch Rogue One, and it's like she saw that and she was like, yeah, I actually really like that, because it's like a standalone film and you don't have to have any knowledge of it prior to it. And it brings it all together. So I really like Rogue One. It's a great
in a way as well, like you say, you know, it's a good way to introduce, because it actually literally starts even before the original films start as well, kind of in that sort of like black space between the original trilogy and obviously like the sort of original films. So you kind of get like a feel to kind of set you up to start on that path as well.
But they just nailed, like Disney just absolutely nailed the timing with Star Wars. Like it was so perfect, and they've made so much money from it. Like so much.
Which is you guys' favorite trilogy?
Ooh, that's a hard call. I say original for me.
The original. I mean, I went to watch the remastered versions at the cinema when they came out.
Episodes 1 to 3.
Yeah.
No,
not 1 to 3. What am I talking about?
4 to 6.
4 to 6.
Well, Mikhaile's going green again.
You got him angry. Calm down. He's not doing it on mine though, which means he's not doing it on the stream, which is hilarious. Which is fine.
For me, I'm sorry. I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but I really like episodes 1 to 3 are my favorite.
So okay, hold on.
That's cool. Man.
Let me just test this. Right, how old are you, Mikhile?
28.
28. Okay, right. Because I'm gonna say, like, when I speak to
well, that didn't work, did it?
What were you expecting me to say?
Because I thought you might have been younger. Because when I speak, with my business, we do a lot of work experience, and there's people who are like 18 and like 17 to 18. They come with us, and they love the originals, and like I just despise not the original. Sorry, they loved 1 to 3. And I despised them at the time. I've kind of grown. I've got a bit of fondness to him now. I think. like I don't think they're as bad as I thought they were when I first watched them now.
No.
So I was just trying to test to see if it's the fact that like the younger you are, like if you grew up with them films.
Well, I mean, the 1 to 3 are the first Star Wars films I ever watched.
Yeah, same.
And Revenge of the Sith is my favorite of all of them.
Yeah, like
Good film.
That was very good.
I was so disappointed.
Yeah.
I
from my perspective,
I used to love it.
from my perspective, like they were just the acting in it. Well, it wasn't the acting; it was the script writing in it.
Yeah, like I
the-
feel like with 4 to 6, like I really do appreciate how like their place in just not even Star Wars history, but just movie history in general.
Yeah,
How
They
revolutionary A New Hope was. But for me, just the acting and the dialogue just doesn't vibe with me that much. just personally.
I really like
And
the
then-
classic nature of the originals though, as well, and the kind of that
yeah.
that real sense of classic cinema that it kind of has.
yeah.
The thing is, like, you have to, like, honestly, like, I'm not saying, like, at the end of the day, like, it doesn't matter about the making of it. At the end of the day, it's the end product, isn't it? You got to look
It
at
is,
that.
yeah.
Does it work or not?
Overall package.
But for me, when I
Giggity.
watched the original,
Alright.
they obviously that changed cinema.
Yeah.
It literally changed cinema.
Mm.
And when you look into it, when you really look into it, like when George Lucas was trying when George Lucas was trying
This is
to
so hard to see us. Sorry.
when George Lucas was trying to do that first film, the first Star Wars, like everyone was laughing at him.
Yeah.
Everyone was going like, "This is ridiculous.
This
This is like
isn't
a
gonna
B movie. Like it's not going to go anywhere." Like no one believed. Like, and he managed to pull this.
Oh,
Like,
that's a
film
flex.
out of that. And it just like honestly, it just went mental. And then like I don't know. I love the like. I just don't think like Harris. Like how can you not like Harrison Ford made them films? Like I'm sorry,
yeah.
he did. Like he just did.
Yep.
Like you can't have like Star Wars without Harrison Ford. Like
Yeah.
and I'm a big. I love like I don't love him. Okay, I've not got.
Yeah, you heard it here first. Harrison. if you want.
Harrison Ford.
That's in next year's diss track.
Oh dear.
Next diss track. But no, I think. But coming back to like, yeah, the whole thing is like, for me, the like when they come back and did 1 to 3,
And on that bombshell.
it just felt too kiddie. It felt too like childish to me. That's the only thing for me is like I felt like they were just trying to dumb it down, whereas in the originals they were trying to do something that was a lot more bigger and whatever.
I do see what you're saying, and to be honest, I feel like they couldn't have cast it any better. Like to your point with Harrison Ford, how iconic the actors or just the cast became. Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, absolutely. Legend.
Like those characters, Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford. We still remember them to this day.
Yeah.
Like no matter how much more Star Wars content we get for however long it lasts, like those characters are going to be iconic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For the rest of our lives.
Without those characters, Star Wars would not be where it is.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
What I love is the fact that Ewan McGregor was in the 1 to 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like such a great actor. So like I think that's why as I've grown older, I've watched them films back, and when they're not as bad as I thought they were. Like they are actually decent. They are good films.
And Liam Neeson is
Liam
I
Neeson as well.
was just about to say,
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson isn't someone I associate with being in Star Wars.
No.
But
He has a certain set of skills, and
you watch the.
I will find you. I will kill you.
Yeah.
You watch
use the
episode
Force.
1 back and
It's hard to look at. It's probably going to be hard to watch Star Wars after all the films that he's done, where he's just been such a badass in them. Like he's just Qui-Gon Jinn, just like, yes, Obi-Wan, we will do this. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like I wasn't old enough to watch a Phantom Menace and appreciate. Yo, that's Liam Neeson.
Yeah, exactly. especially after he played Ra's al Ghul in was it Batman Begins as well?
Yeah, man.
That's one. Oh man, that's one hell of a character.
Yeah.
So,
He killed that.
He
oh
did-
yeah,
he did.
absolutely
He
killed
killed
it.
that role.
Oh, and I love an origin story as well. That film's so good.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Such a good man.
Well, this is the thing. We've got all these new Star Wars series that have been announced by Disney Plus, haven't we? That's going to be a lot of origin stories.
Let's do a bet, right? How
We've got
many
Boba
more Star
Fett,
Wars
Boba
rides?
Fett thing
In a-
coming out, and
Exactly.
yeah, like it's going to be awesome.
Let's do it. Let's do a bet now, right? Everyone just try and post a number. How many Star Wars new Star Wars rides in the next 20 years?
That's it.
I don't even think we can even
Five.
Right? I'd
There's
like.
going to be too many. Like,
I'm gonna say
I don't know.
7.
I don't
The
think
next
we'll put a
20
number on
years.
that.
At least 5.
20 years.
say
That's
one-
gonna that now. We're talking about 20.
Something else will come out in between.
Galaxy's,
Yeah.
I feel like Galaxy's Edge has been such a success for Disney.
Yeah, massive.
The same way as like the whole Harry Potter stuff has been for Universal. They're gonna run with it. They
They don't want to do a Six Flags though and keep cloning it everywhere.
No.
But
I
they,
mean,
It's really Walt Disney World that has the space to keep expanding it, surely. Like, Paris are pretty stuck for space.
yeah, they are. Yeah,
Obviously, California have the least space out of all of them.
Yeah.
Squeeze that in behind Frontierland. Maybe would they take it to the Asia parks?
Maybe,
I don't know,
probably.
Yeah.
but the thing is, I don't know how popular it is over there because it's
No, it's
easy
true.
to say like, oh, we're over in the West, so it's so popular. Is it as popular over there?
Yeah, it is a very Western,
I feel like
westernized
Yeah.
like brand in terms of popularity. at the
If
very
I
least.
see, I never see it
I can only see Walt Disney World getting like an expansion to it, and they're the ones with the hotels, so you never know. Like they might like building this whole like theme park around it.
If you build it, people will come. That's probably
Indeed.
what the motto is that they will use. To be fair, if they build a Star Wars land in, overseas, it's gonna work. It doesn't matter
I think
what they do.
like people will travel there. Whereas
Yeah.
that's the question now.
Oh
though,
well,
isn't it?
that's
Like,
true. We
and-
don't know what the future of travel
Like,
is, so we don't know.
what the travel. I feel like now a lot of people are saying is like once this whole pandemic thing is over, that like getting a plane is going to be as expensive as it was back in the 90s because there's going to be like it's not going to be the same as it was like
It's not going to be as cheap as it was. Nowhere near.
not nowhere going to be cheap as it was. So this is the thing. But I mean, when I was at Galaxy's Edge, like there's people there, full on dressed up, like the same way there was in like the Wizarding World as well. People just dressed up all the time with their lightsabers going around, and
That's
it's like
so sick.
that they went there all the time. Like you could tell that they just went there all the time because they loved it. They loved being in that world. So yeah, time will tell to see what will happen. But I think once Universal get onto this Nintendo thing, like they're onto a winner there with Nintendo. I think if they can build like
Zelda,
like if they can do that, they will be like just
yeah,
that will
that's
bring
it.
a whole new different type of person to their parks.
Yeah, sure.
And get them into like the whole theme park thing. I feel like.
Yeah, definitely more enthusiasts will come out of that. I think from different genres and different demographics. I really do think the pull that they're gonna have now is just massive. Like kid plays Mario Kart on a Switch, goes to Nintendo Land, starts loving rides. It's great. It's really cool. It's so cool.
And that's the thing. Like people hate on IPs all the time, don't they? They go, IP. And it's like actually, like it brings people into
It breeds
IPs are what the general public want.
familiarity,
right?
For sure,
knowing
man.
the brand, knowing exactly.
IPs are what the general public want.
For
And
sure.
parks don't make money off of us.
No,
That's it.
Make
That's
money
true.
off of
If
the
I would
general
have
public.
if I would have it in my own world, like my favorite things that have come from Disney is like and other theme parks are like original stuff. Like my favorite thing. To be fair, like in Magic Kingdom, like I love Haunted Mansion. It's a great like for me. That's a great ride.
bucket list stuff. That
Good history.
Yeah, likewise.
Like it's one of my favorite things one of my favorite theme park rides ever is Haunted Mansion. And but then it's like Pirates of the Caribbean is great as well. I don't think it's as good as a Haunted Mansion, but like it's still like a good thing. And like the thing is like them them like original ideas end up spanning into films, like, which is crazy. Like now it's the opposite, isn't it? But like, I think them sort of rides are great, but I think
Haunted Mansion is supposed to be getting a reboot as well, I believe, in the next sort of 5 years. It should have happened a lot sooner, but obviously it's one of them projects that's getting put back and back and back.
Which one?
Haunted Mansion, because obviously originally we got Eddie Murphy version, but Guillermo del Toro.
He was meant to be. Yeah, he's meant to be.
Much darker version of it, which would be really cool.
Film.
Yeah, I meant which Haunted Mansion? Which park? Or are they doing all of them?
Probably both. Well, Disneyland Paris has just been redone, hasn't it?
There was talks about the ride being based off Phantom. Yeah, there was talks about the actual ride being based more of Phantom Manor. I think sort of that style ride. So
I love. To be fair, I've not been to Disneyland Paris, but I love the exterior of that one. I think it looks like it's your traditional. Like,
I can't wait.
Traditional haunted house. So yeah,
I think Behemoth just said Six Flags and theming is much better. You got Kia on the side of El Toro trains and Takis on Boomerang.
God no.
Big shout out to XD United Fan Gaming there, who's Danielle's little brother. Make sure you go over, subscribe to his channel. He's got awesome gaming on there, so go over, guys. Subscribe, check it out. GTA, the lots on there, so go and check it out. It's a really fun channel, and he's doing really well with it as well.
Definitely check it out.
It's really cool. Play through Spider-Man. He plays through so many games, records them. Like, bless him, he just records them on a PS4 like for an hour, just bashing it out the game, and then just uploads it to his channel. So you guys, please go over, check it out, subscribe, like the videos as well. Yeah.
I'm going to go over to Digital Dan's live stream now and get everyone from over there.
Are we raiding Digital Dan?
Yeah, we raid him.
Right. If the plan is right, he does a 20-minute stream or a 40-minute. Well, wow, we've been going for 46 minutes. Can you believe that? He does an hour stream and then he raids us. So Dan, if you're listening, we'll have your raid, dude. Just bring it in. Right.
Live stream is him watching us. That's what it is. Basically.
Is that what it is? That's probably what it is.
Like when we watched the documentary, when we watched the Towers documentary.
Yeah, that was so cool. I wish we should do that with more stuff, man. There's loads of documentaries out there where we could just say, right, we're watching this, just download it or watch along with us. Like, it's so cool. I wish there was more. I wish there was a weekly program about theme parks, and we can be like, right, let's watch along, and then review it, do a full review show after it, and stuff like that. It'd be so cool. It'd be really good.
Watch a vlog.
Just watch a vlog. Yeah, let's just watch Jack's vlogs. You know what I mean? Let's watch the Silkstone lot, just vlog, and then watch it back. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. This year's been mental. Like, seriously, it's been crazy. Yeah. Like, Should
we get into some questions
in a sec? I just want to give a shout out to all the content creators out there who do theme park content. Everybody who's worked with us here at CoasterGen, just like, thank you so much for coming on the show, and just overall, thank you so much for entertaining. Like, all we're trying to do this year is we can't go to the biggest, baddest places in the world, and it's exactly, we just want to provide you content. So hopefully when we do get to the most amazing places in the world, that you guys will enjoy even more. And, and it's been a pleasure to do it. Like, honestly, it has. Doing this show like today as well, doing it on Christmas Eve, never have dreamed of it. With 18 people watching, it's crazy. So thank you so much, guys, for everybody tuning in and choosing to spend your Christmas Eve with us here at CoasterGen. Really appreciate it. But yeah, we have we got some questions then? Sean's disappeared. I think he's fallen down the toilet or something.
We can wait.
Don't look down.
Splash.
Throw a hook, anchor yourself.
Yeah, no, it's cool. So, Joe, have you got anything coming up on the website just really quick? Like,
I have, funnily enough, yes.
So, yeah, go for it while Sean comes back.
Yep, no worries. So there's two things actually. One of them I was going to announce in January, but I think I'll drop that kind of in a second. The first thing we do have coming, though, is that we do have a fantastic exclusive interview with the one and only Andy Rumney of Coaster Crazy. Now, as far as I can tell, nobody's actually had that opportunity before, so I'm extremely honoured to be able to actually be given that. So at the moment, he's basically working his way through the questions, kind of getting to grips with those, and hopefully we're hoping that we can publish that in the next week or so. So that's over on the official website, so do check that one out. Yeah. We also have a brand new blog series called Why All the Fuss? We've done 2 of those now. We've done one based around RMC, and then we've done one obviously based around Intamin, kind of looking at the manufacturers as a whole, what they've kind of done, what sort of direction they're taking, and kind of analysing kind of why they are as popular as they are. The third thing is that in January, we have a dedicated Theme Park Insanity forum, which will be opening up as part of our website.
Yeah, nice. Congrats, man. That's sick.
Thank you
That's
very much.
so cool.
The aim of that is obviously, we have quite a solid community on Facebook, but we do want to sort of expand and make it a bit more accessible for everybody to kind of sort of come and check us out. So we're going to be launching that in early January, and we're working on it as we speak. It is literally nearly ready to roll, and it's going to be very, very different. It's all dedicated around different parks, different topics, looking, both sort of back, sort of forwards. And this is literally the first time I've announced it, so exclusive for you right there, mate.
Awesome, man. That is so cool. Definitely joining that. So make sure you guys go over to themeparkinsanity.co.uk and bookmark that page, and we'll be sure to definitely do a special on that when you launch that forum. That's going to be awesome.
Fantastic.
Really cool.
Thanks very much, mate.
ParkSpill's interview's coming in about 2022, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, hopefully that's going to drop soon.
Quite soon. I keep, mate.
It's all
I'm
right,
so
mate.
sorry. I'm not.
Well, as soon as you get
I've got halfway through it. I'm halfway through it. We're getting there.
I'm just going to drop out for a minute. Just you guys crack on, yeah?
No worries, yeah.
Oh,
So,
wow. CoasterGen's gone. What are we going to do? What?
Oh, we're all lost.
I'll take it.
Start dissing CoasterGen. It's fine.
Okay, let's. Well, we got Sam on the show. Let's talk to Sam, right?
Actually,
So you've started up your channel. How long have you been going for?
how long? So I went to, it would have been Blackpool reopening day, so like the 4th of July.
Yeah.
I just went up there and filmed like a random vlog where I didn't know what I was doing and just uploaded it. Then I don't think I uploaded anything in August. Maybe like a skate video or something.
Nice.
Maybe one video in August, and then properly started up again like in September and thought, okay, I'll try and do at least like a couple of videos a month. So what's that? Like 4 months?
Yeah.
I've just surpassed 50 subscribers. So shout out to anyone that's subscribed to me.
That's good, man.
Congratulations, mate. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And also, you joined another little lesser known team as well recently, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm part of the Theme Park Insanity crew.
Yeah.
Nice.
TPI crew.
TPI
crew.
Yeah.
That team's building.
I go live every Wednesday at 10 a.m.
Indeed, you are. Yeah.
Unless
So,
my boss is watching this. If my boss is somehow watching this, I don't.
Yeah.
That's my
Big up to Sam's boss.
big shout out.
So what made you decide to like get into the whole like I'm guessing you've been like an enthusiast for a while, but what made you get into like the whole like wanting to make content for it?
So I've always kind of been involved with people filming stuff, but mainly on like the skateboarding side of things.
Nice.
We got very similar backgrounds, I think, me and you and Sam.
Yeah, I used to skate.
Yeah, I used to skate all the time.
I was crap, but I used to skate.
I spent more time on my bike than on the skateboard, so.
Them little stones, man. Oh,
Oh,
the
mate.
worst.
I was a rollerblader myself.
Really?
A little bit, yeah.
Nice.
See, that's good, right? But like, Luca from like the launch, like
Yeah.
like he's like a scooter guy. And I was like, oh man, when I was a skater, the scooter guys were the ones that.
Excuse me, scooter boys.
Guys.
Get out of the way.
You're that's a death trap. You're gonna try and kill us.
The amount of times I've had a scooter in my shin, like at a
it's-
skate park. Oh man, it's brutal. It is brutal. But anyway, Sam, sorry, we interrupted.
Yeah, sorry.
yeah.
Carry on, Sam.
Back to me. This bit's all about me.
For sure.
I've been an enthusiast probably for like 20 years now.
Nice.
Okay.
How old are you?
26.
26. So since
I
you're
thought he said he's
6
only
old,
6 then. He cut out.
Maybe before
Only
birth, I
6.
was an enthusiast.
In a past life.
About 20 years ago, I got my first like major credit or something. I think it maybe 6 or 7, like the big one at Blackpool.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. That's a big,
Yeah, it was so scary, but like obviously been well into it since then. And I thought like filming wise, that was the one thing that I could talk about. So I had a camera, so I was like, all right, I can't do anything else. I might as well talk about something I can talk about. And
yeah.
And now I've had to learn how to edit videos and whatnot.
Yeah, it's good. It's fun though, isn't it? Like that's it. Like I've been an enthusiast. It's hard. It's a weird thing, isn't it? Enthusiast, the word is such a random. Like I don't know, like because it wasn't until like 5 years ago that I even realized that other people were like enthusiasts. Like I just thought like I was like I never like hung out on like Towers times and forums and things like that. Like I didn't really do that. I just went to theme parks all the time, and I just thought I was a bit weird. Like I just like I like theme parks a lot. Like I don't think anyone else does. And so I did that for a while, and I've always been a filmmaker, and it's not until recently where I was just like make the shift
together.
over.
Like put the two together,
like put it together, and it's kind of just like worked very well. And so like it's a weird thing, really. Because like it's like the same as you. Like I growing up, like I made like a lot of skate films, and like I was really into like I don't know if like CKY, if any of you guys
absolutely, man.
Absolutely.
I was a massive Baker fan, you know, watching the Baker team.
Oh, really?
Man. Yeah, Baker massive, man. Like seriously, they're so good.
The rawness of their videos. So.
I'm gonna shout out to my mate Lloyd. Actually, he got so far in a competition over here from the Red Bull competition. He ended up going to New York, and he placed. I don't know what he placed, but he placed in the top 10. I'm sure he did. And he now skates for DC UK as well, so it's really cool.
That's awesome, man.
It's awesome. Like he was one of them that was always just trying to push and push and push and push, like to do the best tricks, the tray flips and the grinds out the tray flips and sick manuals and all that. And I was like, dude, he's gonna just like smash it, and he has. He smashed it. Sponsored by everyone, and it's crazy.
I feel like if you look back, right, and you look at like this, like I used to buy like VHSs from like skate shops. All the VHSs from skate shops.
What skate shop did you have? Where can you remember what it was called?
We had a place called I can't remember what it was called now. It was like it was Blinds, not Blind as in the skateboard make, but it was just called Blind. And that's the one we had in our town, which is Tamworth, which is where Drayton Manor is in.
That's pretty cool.
And that's where I used to get all my stuff from, all my skating stuff. Like, and I used to just buy like VHSs. You look at the editing of them videos, and that's what's like. I feel like that's influenced like music videos and stuff.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like the editing of like them skate videos and things, because it was like you'd have like a whole like compilation of like people skating and then bailing, and then you have like people just having a laugh.
Yeah, like, them bits where they were having a laugh in between were like so well put together as well.
And they would like push the boundaries of like digital editing. I know it's for a lot of younger people that would be mad, but digital editing is like still new. Like it's actually still kind of new. So in the last 10 years that it's got big. And like putting that back to like Star Wars, like that's how digital editing, because before Star Wars everyone was edited with a fucking sorry man, sorry, I'm so sorry.
F-bomb. There you go.
You knew it was gonna happen.
You have to like beep it out.
You knew that I was gonna swear, man. We were having a drink. Like, sorry,
it's fine. It'll go up on Spotify as explicit.
Sorry. Okay. Anyway,
screw it. It's Christmas.
I keep going on, but like it used to be like before Star Wars.
Yeah.
It was cut physically, film, and then like George Lucas Studios, like pushed the whole digital editing to another thing. But anyway, so like I feel what you're saying, Sam. So you come from that background. I feel like it does have a bit of a crossover with theme parks. I feel like definitely. Anyway, like that whole like.
The reason I got a skateboard was because obviously I couldn't go theme parks all the time, so I used to take them down slides.
Yeah,
that's how
slides and half pipes, man. Like, even just quarter pipes. Dropping in, you got awesome. that little feeling, right? When you dropped in that first time, the adrenaline, the rush.
I got to a point where I was like, you have a point when you're younger where you're fearless, aren't you?
Yeah, there's a bit.
I'll do anything. I don't care. I got to a point where I was like, I was on a skateboard and I was like, I can't drop in anymore. I was like, I feel like I'm going to break something. I'm going to break my neck. And I had this point where I got to that and I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. So I was like, this roller coaster stuff kind of filled that in, that whole adrenaline thing.
I get that.
Like, yeah, I think that's
massive adrenaline build when you like the first time you stand over a 5 set and you're like, I'm going to ollie this beast. And then like you look back at it now, you walk past it like when you're older and go, I ollied you. Like it's so cool. I heel flip that set. Like it's so sick. Like I love it. Like I shout out to all my mates that are still skating or I used to hang around with. Like seriously, you guys are killing it right now. I think one of them actually even works at a skate park, like an indoor skate park. Yeah, it's like really high up there as well.
I've got a very good friend who I used to hang around with, and he's still like sponsored, going around Europe, still doing the competitions and stuff.
It's like, crazy that it is crazy, but skating was like definitely like you stand on the top of the dropping ramp or even just the kicker, and you're like, yeah, this feels cool. Then when you get on Nemesis for the first time and you hit that corkscrew, man,
feels even cooler.
Yeah, it's like wow.
It's like that's it, innit? I think like I love skating. I loved it. I love the whole like.
I think it's the element of risk.
I love the whole social aspect of it. Like that's probably what I loved more towards the end of it.
Towards the end, I didn't really go out to. In the younger days, I used to watch like a Baker DVD or an Element DVD and be like, I need to go and skate. I don't care if it's raining. I'm going to skate in that bench. But
you see people like that's the thing. Like when we were younger, I don't know if it's the same with you, but I would watch American skaters. Yeah, it's like they've got the perfect weather all year round, and it's like I'm watching.
Like, looking out. Is it quite dry yet? Nah, it's not happening. No, we can't do it. It was seriously like that, where it was to a point where we had to stop watching like DVDs at like 3 a.m. because we'd be like, let's go and skate. I think me and my mate Danny at one point we watched I can't remember what it was. It was like an Element. I think it was an Element. No, it was a Day One song DVD, right?
Oh,
right.
Cheap crackers. That's
right. And we were like, let's go and build some mani pads. It was 4 a.m. and we're like skating around my local town. It's like. Yeah. It's crazy, but I mean the people you meet from doing that though, it's like this community, it's so open, like people are awesome, and it's just one of them. It's just really fun.
I got some sick addictions from that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Actually, bringing it kind of back to theme parks a bit. The one thing
Kyle, no problem, mate. If you need to get off, that's fine, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to break up the conversation.
It's fine. It's been over an hour. We didn't even think like we'd be going this long, but no, thank you so much, Mikhile. Thanks for everything this year, man, and hopefully you have a lovely Christmas and hopefully you get everything you want, and and enjoy yourself, man.
I'm glad I could come on and say hi to everyone and just chat with everyone for a bit. But I hope everyone has a good Christmas.
You as well, mate.
Get plenty of food in you tomorrow.
And I'm ready.
I'm glad that we got to meet each other this year, Mikhile. That was one of my
highlights. Oh, mate, same, absolutely. Same. I can't wait to go on some trips. I can't wait to go on some trips with you next year.
Yeah, same, man, same. It was so surreal to like finally meet you, like.
It was surreal to see you in his vlog. I was like, what the like you just got I'm never gonna go to it's Mikhile, like you're just running through the pen.
Down the pen, and I was like, hey!
I was what?
Do you know what, right? Just quickly before I head out, that moment was so funny just because before like Sean and Joe
all day.
We were literally texting all day trying to meet up, and like, we couldn't catch each other. And I was just letting Sean know that we're trying to get last ride of the night on Smiler. So me and my friends, we were like waiting outside Smiler's entrance for like 10-15 minutes, hoping that you guys would come and meet us, but we would eventually just head into the queue, mate. We'll see you in there. And so we decided to go in, and luckily we managed to just pass by each other.
That's so sick. That's such a sick moment.
The funniest thing about that was when I was editing it, and I realized that like Joel was with you, wasn't he?
Yeah. Joel
Joel,
from Coaster
like, Fisher, like, he was with you guys, and I didn't realize he was with you. And obviously, I know because I watch CoasterBot a lot and stuff, and I know like he runs it and stuff. And I was editing that. I was like, is that Joel in the background? I was like, oh, he actually is. I didn't even realize he was there. But like, yeah.
I'd
But, like,
literally
that
just
was-
met him that day as well.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. That was
That's crazy.
That was
That's
the
so
first time I
cool.
met him.
That's so cool, man.
It was such a good. That was such a good day. Like, because like me and Joe were just like going around doing all the stuff. It was like the opening day, and then we got to see. We saw you earlier on in the day, didn't we?
Yeah. Very briefly, but yeah, we managed to.
I was like, I was
Cross
filming
slow.
myself, and then like I just saw Mikhile point at me. I was like, "Who's that pointing at me?"
I was just walking. I was like,
Oh!
"Yo, it's Sean."
That's awesome.
That was cool.
All right, man. If you need to get off, you get off, dude. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
joining
man.
us tonight, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Glad I could make it.
Have a
Nice to
great
meet you,
Christmas.
Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cheers,
it's
man.
great to meet you.
See you later.
Happy Christmas.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Okay, should we get into some questions and then we'll start the quiz after the questions?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yep.
All right. Do you guys? Any of you guys have the questions?
So I've got a few questions, but
Yeah.
I know who's got the first questions that were asked on Luke's.
I think I've got two from Twitter. So one of them was, do you think that parks should stay open by November more, like further into the year, basically? Do you think parks should stay open further into the year? I'm just going to get the tweet now and I'll read it out properly, but that is the general
Yeah.
idea of it. So if you guys want to,
Why do we think they do close earlier?
I feel
That's a good
like
question.
it's just
well,
like
you've worked in it, Sam. So I mean, what do
Yeah.
you feel like?
Okay, Sam, you've worked where you worked
I worked at Alton Towers, but I only did it seasonally. So
for how long?
I did 3 Scarefests and 2 summers and 2 summers and 3 Scarefests. I did.
Doing what?
That's
What
awesome.
did you do there? That's
So- I did the summers on in the kiosks. So like in the ride queues and like by the towers, like all the kiosks around there. Did a bit in towers trading, which was nice because
Nice.
That's awesome. Oh man, I'm so jealous.
I wish I did it, man. I wish I did it when I was younger. Seriously. The question is from Chris Long, and it says, "Why don't most of the UK theme parks stay open past November with all the rides operating?" So there you go.
Very good question.
So if you think about it, towers have been running Spinball late into the year, and they usually run it all the time. So why can't they just like open Wicker Man? Like, why can't they open Nemesis? Why can't they open the park?
I don't know. Sam might have a better
maybe.
for this because he's got experience working in the parks. But for me,
It's all on you, Sam. Come on. You got this.
what I'm gonna say, like Sam can like then go in and go, no, that's bullshit, Sean.
Yeah.
Oh my god, am I okay? Say
S-bombs are good, aren't they?
am I okay? Say the S word.
Yes, that's just fine. S bombs
Yeah,
are
that's
fine. F bombs are fine.
But like he can. I'm gonna say my thing first, and then Sam can go. No, Sean, that's wrong.
Yeah.
What I personally think is, I just think that like it's just like in the industry in this country, I just feel like it's like so like institutionalized that we stop at a certain time and then we open back up. Because there's so many people. I mean, we all know that so many people talk about it, and they say, "Oh, it's because so and so can't run under a certain temperature." It's like, no, that can't be a thing. It can't be a thing because the Efteling opens all through winter.
Yeah, and Phantasialand are running Taron when it's like freezing cold.
They've got like B&Ms and stuff like that, so it can't be that. It can't be that.
No.
It literally cannot be that because
It can't
like,
be.
they
And if you look at America as well, all Americans parks pretty much run through.
Yeah, but I mean they have a bit higher climate than us. Like I think
They get more snow though.
Looking at comparable climates, weather can't be the reason.
No.
Like,
It's got to be down to maintenance and
I feel like it's like they have this thing where it's like they it's just tradition, and whether they shut at this time and they open back up at this time.
Maybe it could just be a British tradition thing. You might be right on that.
I think it is. I honestly think it is. But I also think it's down to the British public is like they maybe not want to go to a theme park at that point. I think it's the whole point of like
maybe way back when the tradition was started, but not now, man. Look at Winter Wonderland. Like that place gets rammed. Like,
but you look at, but that's the centre of London, though, isn't it? But you look at like if you go to like the previous years, except for this year, you look at previous years of like Scarefest, you could go in the week when it's open in the week, and at like when it gets to like 5 o'clock, it's dead.
Yeah,
Like,
the park empties out.
Like the amount of times like this Scarefest, me and Joe went like pretty much every week, and we would get into the 13 queue, and we would like get it would be a straight on the ride. It would like you would just go down the queue, walk onto 13. That's unheard of. Like that's like with the most popular ride, and you get on there.
It's a bloody long walk as well through that queue line.
Yeah, it's a long walk, isn't it? That's the thing though. Like people just go there, and like it's like I think it's in our British culture that it's like it gets to tea time, and it's like it's time to go home and have some fish and chips.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
RT and scones, you know.
I love that.
Literally, I feel like it is though. Like I'm not.
It is. It is.
I know
It's 12 o'clock. It's dinner time. Right, we've got an hour.
But it's like okay.
I say, where's my luncheon?
You gotta go.
That's our answer.
I feel like it is. I just like. It's like you go round there and it's dead. Everywhere is dead, and you just like you go. Everyone's complaining. Everyone's moaning that like towers and stuff are not opening late, and it's like, but you walk around there at 5 o'clock in the weekday, and there's no one around. There's no one there.
It won't be financially viable for them to do it if nobody's getting on the rides and they still have to run those rides. It's going to cost them money that they're not actually raking in.
We all know like the cost of a lift hill to run a lift hill is ridiculously expensive. Like just to like. The amount of electricity it takes to take a coaster up to the top of a lift hill is astronomical. Like it's mad. So you can understand why they do close.
I think that Pleasure Beach this year we're gonna take the American approach to it and the European approach to it, where it was like, okay, we're gonna run to December, see how it goes. And I think if this year would have been a massive success, I don't think they would have closed. I think they would have stayed open all year into the main season, and then maybe bring down the ride availability. I mean, if they can run them coasters, Alton Towers can run theirs. I mean, come on, seriously.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Like, you've got some of the oldest wooden coasters in the world, basically. There is one of them. I do feel that this was a dip of the toe in the water to see what it was like trying this approach, because they've seen it working, and they work with obviously they worked with Mac recently on Icon, so the European market knowledge has probably vastly grown at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, where they can be like, okay, let's try this. They're not doing it. We can still make money in January.
To the point where like they actually like tweeted out, didn't they? Like the Mac family tweeted out, was just like, Merry Christmas to Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
Exactly.
Like they are tight.
Mac Big Dipper confirmed.
And then Boris came along. He was like, "Oh, you can't open." Tier 3, no, tier 4. Yes, tier 4. Red, green, blue graph, green graph.
Yeah. Next slide, please.
It makes no sense,
Next SLC, please. Like that's basically what they're saying when they say slide. It's like next SLC.
Stay at home. Don't stay at home.
Get in the queue, but don't get in the queue. Get fast pass, but don't get fast pass.
Only if you have to.
Go to a theme park, but don't go to a theme park. But don't
go to a theme park, but walk around it. Don't go on anything.
Don't breathe oxygen.
Crazy,
don't breathe it.
It's crazy, like seriously. But I do think that next year, so 2020, going into 2022, Pleasure Beach We'll try and stay open throughout. I think they're gonna. If anybody's gonna do it in the UK first, I think it's gonna be Pleasure Beach, because.
Yeah, no, definitely, yeah.
And if they can keep people coming to Blackpool, then the council are gonna love it. You're gonna have the trams running, have the hotels filled all year round. You're not just gonna have this seasonal approach in Blackpool altogether. The clubs are gonna love it. It's gonna be massive for the town of Blackpool if it happens.
The tourism industry will just go
huge, and it needs to.
Really well.
It really does need to after the year we've had. I'm not saying that next year is going to be perfect or anything, guys, but it needs it. Fingers crossed. Like fingers crossed, we get over this hurdle. It's going to be tough, but I do feel like Pleasure Beach. I do feel like Pleasure Beach were like, we're going to go for it. Like we're gonna try it. Screw it, if it doesn't work, we'll just have to close a few rides while we can run other rides that are more capable of running. I really do feel like that was the direction this year. Towers, on the other hand, seem to love opening up half of the park in winter. Like, they used to do it for February half term. When you go in, you'd have Nemesis, you'd have Spinball, but you wouldn't have Oblivion, you wouldn't have Smiler. And it'd be like, wait, what? Why? Like, do you know, Sam? Did you work there when they did a February half term? Like, or
I didn't work during the February opening, but yeah, it was during my time being employed by Towers. I literally have no idea. Did
they never say anything like, oh, we're only going to open, so you're going to be in this area till the end of February, and then you're going to go and work on, let's say, Rita, for example, after that when it's open? Like,
but what was weird when I was there, literally everyone in my team had to kind of reapply for the jobs after it closed for winter. So obviously, if you already were employed, you'd get like a head start to get the jobs back again. Like, it wasn't like you had to go through a whole
more like an internal sort of process. Yeah.
But it was like after every, when would it be, like 10th of November, you were technically not employed.
Yeah.
For the team I was in, and then you'd go back around and join in. So you never were kept in the loop.
Really?
Kind of pun.
That's fine. That's what this show's based off.
It actually is, yeah.
It's based off the pun. Yeah. I just don't know. Like, what has your been experience? We're working at Towers, obviously, so we'll use Towers as an example. What was your experience like in the harsher climates? The weather conditions. Like, was it harder to run rides during harder conditions?
So for me,
apart from wind and rain, I'm talking about temperature drops and like frost overnight and maybe even a bit of snow. You know, like what you get in winter in March typically as well. The wet weather as well.
See, I never got anything apart from like harsh rain, but good old Rita could handle it.
Yeah,
being afraid of a bit of rain.
Yeah. Feels like nails though when you're on Rita in the rain, but you should be very afraid of it.
You'd always send through like your few test runs in the morning to get it warmed up, but no, it was fine.
Yeah,
I found.
Oh, nice! You got some. Sweet. Cheers, man.
Awesome, yeah.
Cheers. So that's interesting to me, like, because obviously the Dark Forest is always probably the last one to open. Like, I know 13 struggles to open as well during, like, in the morning as well. It has to open later.
It'd be interesting if I worked on 13 actually, because that had a lot more downtime. Like, sometimes working on Rita, I'd have to, like, if there was a few people working on Rita, I'd have to go and stand around in front of the 13 queue to tell people, like, oh, it's not open. Sorry.
Oh wow, really? So they pull you off Rita to go and stand in the 13 queue?
Yeah,
that's interesting.
If Rita was all fine, like, yeah.
I suppose you're in the area. It's cool. That's cool, man. So you did, what is it, 4 seasons at Towers then?
Yeah, spread across like 3 years. So probably about a year's worth, probably like a whole annual opening time worth of working at Alton Towers spread across a few years. And yeah, it's good. I mean, working on Rita wasn't the best. Loved the ride, but that like station needs to get a bit of a cover.
Aaron would be proud of you.
The thing is, it's a very, very, very popular. Like, people like to hate on it, but it's a very popular ride, isn't it? Like,
always got a queue. Always got a queue.
Always got a queue. Massive queue. Like, people love it. Like, they do.
Good ride.
Is there anything you can tell us about Rita that maybe not many people know about it? Well, in fact, you know what? What's the best moments for you working on Rita? Let's turn this into the Rita cast.
Rita cast.
I've got
Rita appreciation cast.
Yeah.
Obviously, in the mornings when you get to send around like the test runs, every morning I'd like try and get on the test run.
Yeah.
Most mornings I'd get woken up by like a ride on Rita, which was pretty cool.
That's
sick.
Nice.
But
so cool.
Best experience working on it. Obviously I didn't let him off the ride, but David De Gea came off the ride.
Oh, sick.
And I was like, obviously I was too starstruck to say anything.
Yeah.
Like, hola, like, didn't know if to speak Spanish or English. But like, I saw him come off the ride and I was like, oh my God, like literally went mad.
Yeah.
Afterwards, as soon as I got out of the vicinity, I was like,
that's so sick, man.
Awesome.
That's really cool.
I should have asked if he was going Madrid or something.
No, he's going to Man United, where that's where he should be. But yeah, it's like I've always wondered, like, what was your process in the morning? Like, from did you opt or did you host?
Oh, it's just a host. I didn't take the test. Like, you've got to take a test to become a host, and then another test to become like the ride up.
Do you not fancy it?
I was studying. I was probably like in my second or third year of uni at the time, so I was more focused on those exams.
Yeah, definitely, of course. Yeah.
So I didn't really bother with it, and the opening process, it was just as boring as making sure like the queue was clean. Like, the ride up would send a couple of trains round, and you'd have to make sure everything was clean, and that was literally as exciting as it got. It was nice though, because you would, like, sometimes if you were lucky, you'd get to have a couple of rides on Rita, which is walk on, obviously.
Yeah, that's really cool, man. So did you work on any other rides at Towers?
The driving school.
So he was up that end. Did you ever do Hex then?
No, I didn't do Hex. Charlie Chocolate Factory. If
nice.
Got to work on that, it was like a godsend, because obviously
it's undercover. It's indoors.
Yeah.
And it smells of chocolate. Like the
yeah, man.
Big up on my Prime.
Them days, and you could just like, oh man, like I didn't rate Chocolate Factory as a ride, but the smells in there were like, oh man, it's so good. Like,
Incredible.
Yeah, definitely.
So nice.
All right, so that was one question. Have we got some more questions?
Oh, hold on. Have you got any more questions on yours?
How many creds have we all had from your Joe? Hello, Joe.
My Joe.
But she said, how many crests do you each have? I currently don't have any crests in my house right now. Creds? I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
I think from doing Coaster Bots thing, from the
I should have
coasters,
concentrated when I did that. I could have wrote
I got
down all my creds.
I got about.
Can you still log in and check?
You what?
Can
you
still
can,
log?
but
Can you?
the thing is that they don't include the old coasters, like the coasters that I've got.
Operating coasters. So
Yeah.
I got to about 120, and that was the ones that I've done. So I reckon I think I'm not done him. I'm not gone to a website, but I reckon I probably got about 130, 40 creds. So I reckon that's what I've got. Like,
that's really cool.
It's not much, but it's like
I've done pretty much everything in the UK apart from Paulton's Park.
I've not been to Oakwood yet either, so
yeah, I've done everything in the UK apart from Paulton's Park and that mad wooden coaster in Ireland that I really want to get out and try.
Yeah, Tato Park.
And I've not done anything. Anything at Paulton's. So, but I've done Benidorm, so I've done Terra Mythica, and I've done.
Yeah,
PA.
I love Terra Mythica.
Terra Mythica is awesome. Like the entrance way for Terra Mythica.
You know what? No one talks about Terra Mythica.
The problem is, Sean, right? The problem is they need to reopen Colossus. That's there, man. That wouldn't. Did you ride Colossus?
Yeah, it's dead, mate. It's never open.
Did you ride it?
Yeah, no, I didn't ride it, but Joe's rode it.
It's so good.
Joe was born in Spain. Do you know?
Oh wow, really?
So
That's
her
cool.
passport is a Spanish passport. Well, not a Spanish, but like it says that she's born in Spain. So even though she's an English citizen, every time we go to a place, they put a Spanish newspaper on the bed because I think that she's Spanish for some reason. But like, yeah.
That's brilliant. So that's really cool. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, she's done Colossus. So Joe's got a good enthusiast story. She's done Colossus, and she's also worked as a ride up at West Midlands Safari Park.
Wow, that's cool. So why isn't Joe on the podcast then?
Well, you need to approach her. I'm not a go-between guy, bro.
Joe, get on the podcast. We need to have a chat.
I'm not asking you to come on.
We need to have a chat, Joe. We need to speak about this enthusiast experience you've had. It's awesome. Laughing in the chat. That's awesome.
It's actually got like a better story than I have. So
that's really cool. No, seriously, you should both. Definitely, you should both definitely come on because it's both do the channel as well, which is really cool. You know,
this is the thing, isn't it? Like, I know like a lot of people go like this is a thing, right? Recently, when I've been to parks, people shout ParkSpill. and they're looking at me, and they go, ParkSpill. And it's as if I'm
Sean, Joe, ParkSpill.
I don't mind it. Like, I don't mind being put, because, like, if I'm honest, like, I did push the channel, and I said, like, I wanted to make the channel, so it's like, it's fine, and she's fine with that. But it is like it is a team effort. Like, it actually is. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
When we go to parks, Joe is like taking photos, puts it up onto our Instagram. By the way, guys, when you message me, you're messaging me and Joe, so just be aware of that. So I'm not saying any more than that, but I'm saying when you message me, Joe is also seeing that message.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
that's cool.
But yeah, so like you say, like, it is me and Joe. Me and Joe are ParkSpill. Like, that is us. Like,
who's Park and who's Spill?
I'm Park, she's Spill.
That's brilliant.
Love it.
But yeah. Like, what was he talking about? I don't even know.
We were answering the question: how many creds people have?
Yeah, so I reckon I've got probably about 100. Like, from doing folk coasters, I think trying to think about the coasters I've done that are no longer about. I think it's about 120, 130 creds, I reckon. I'm not been to that many countries to do other theme parks.
I mean, you done a lot in Florida though, which helps.
Yeah, that boosted up a little bit. Not as much as you think.
As much as you expect.
Actually, no,
Yeah,
no, maybe not. Maybe
I
not.
I didn't do Tampa Bay, so.
Oh, you didn't. And that's where half the creds are.
Yeah.
So all the Busch Gardens.
Yeah,
I'll take Spill. Yes, Joe. Next year, yes, definitely next year. Come on the podcast. It'd be awesome to have you on. Really enjoyed vlogging with both of you at Blackpool. It was really cool. That was
a big highlight, wasn't it? Like, for me, that was like, oh man, I forget about it a lot, to be honest.
Yeah, I do.
Like,
I see the medal in my box now, and I'm like,
yeah, like we had a whole day together at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and we did some good rides together, and then we walked up the big one, bro.
I know, and stood
walked
there.
up it,
and I went live on YouTube like an idiot.
I went live on Instagram. So
yeah, you did actually, didn't you? Yeah, we had 2 lives. That was the thing when it was like 2 lives. I think it was.
And we had Ella from
surreal.
Theme Park United as well with us. Which
that's right. Yeah, she was walking up. Was she with a family or was like?
No, her family was down below, but
she just walked up.
Ella has got more Instagram followers than both of us. Like,
well, shout out to Ella.
Ella's a legend. Like,
that's cool.
United, shout out. Like, she's killing it on Instagram.
That's sick.
But yeah, it was a great. Oh man, that was like. Hold on. I'm gonna get it.
Get the medal. Yeah. So Sam, how many creds do you think you have? Rough idea.
I've kept account. I'm on 148.
Nice.
Yeah, I think there's probably like a few like caterpillar coasters lurking that I've not counted, but yeah, 148.
Cool.
I thought I'd get up to 200 this year, but like Corona struck and
yeah,
same as us, to be honest. We were planning to do a massive Germany trip, like start off in Efteling in Netherlands, and then go to like Phantasialand, and then make our way down to Europa Park, doing like trips through and stuff like that, and then go back up. And we were like, by the end of 2020, we'll have like over 200 creds, and it obviously never happened. But yeah,
not a clamshell though. That's all right.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's the one.
Clamshell. Is that what you said?
Yeah. You still got out to.
Hey, you know what? Like, that is the maddest thing ever. Like honestly, like I don't know about you guys, but I've like followed like a lot of YouTubers over the year, and like even this year when I started my channel, I never had it in my head that like clamshells would be an option. I never had it in my head. Like, I just thought,
is that Emma in the chat?
Who
cares about the clamshells? Don't be like that. Your diss track was sick.
It was
in the chat.
Absolutely quality.
Yeah.
Like, I never had that in my head. I was like, I never had thing in my head. Like, we're gonna get
I didn't even think I'd get nominated ever. Like, because, honestly,
like,
the name's
never thought it happened.
Yeah, seriously.
To get nominated, man. To get nominated. I know
we came second runner up on like so many categories as well.
Like to even get like nominated for me, like that was like we got nominated and I was like, that's it.
Yep. The same. Absolutely the same,
that's
man.
it. We nominated. Like I didn't think that was gonna happen. And I know for a lot of people that's geeky as hell. Like,
it's crazy.
But it's a massive thing for like creators, like I think anyway. I generally think like that was a big thing. And we got nominated and it blew me away. Like and I was talking to you at the time, weren't I, Luke? I was like, we're not gonna win. Like look at the people we're up against. Like,
I know.
Fan bases, the fan bases of everyone. Like that's not going to happen. Like I was like, I'm just happy to be up there with everyone else, and that was what I was into. And the fact that we got, we won one award was awesome. But yeah,
it's insane. Like
I still can't get over it. Like,
I can't believe I was in the same category as Kieran and CoasterBot, and we were like just sat there. Like to see CoasterGen's name there is just crazy. Like. I don't know how many people voted for us, and I'd love to know. Just so
I did.
It was crazy. Like we didn't really go ham on the voting as well. We just like mentioned it on the streams and a couple of times on Instagram and stuff. But then when Kieran put that poster out, oh look at this, boys, we found this has been spotted in the tube. I was like, nah, that's not happening. I'm putting ParkSpill on there and putting CoasterGen on that instead. That was pretty fun. That was really cool, but it was so much fun. Like seriously, what Joe's saying in the chat there, it was so much fun for everyone. I think it just gave everyone that extra little boost,
It's exactly what we needed at that time of year as well, at the right time. So
if we didn't win, like it like at the time, like me and Joe were like, we're not gonna win. And it doesn't matter because like we were being mentioned alongside these like.
Thank you, Andrew.
Awesome creators.
Yeah.
That I never thought we'd ever be, because like even a year ago before I started even our channel, like I loved like Arch Nemesis like raps and tunes, and like I was actually into it. Like
his new single's sick.
I just loved it.
Boy is awesome. Like I've had that playing on Spotify like repeat. It's so good.
And it was like I remember seeing like Kieran's work and being like, oh man. One day, even though Kieran's like 20 odd or 21 or whatever, I was like, oh, one day I'll be able to make stuff and it will get as much like stuff as like Kieran gets and his stuff. And then like, and it's just like, it's nice. It's a nice like recognition sort of thing.
Definitely.
Like, and to be fair, that's what I was saying to Joe the other day. I was like, Corona, COVID and stuff has been a massive downer for people, but without it, I would never have made my channel. Like,
no,
it wasn't
you wouldn't
until
have had time to do it and stuff.
Yeah, it wasn't until lockdown where I turned around and went, I feel like everyone in the world turned around and went, what's most important to you?
Sure. And definitely 100%.
Yeah, and I turned around and said, what's most important to me is like theme parks. Like that's like me and
that's
Joe
my thing. Like
like that, me and Joe have been years, and we've been under the radar. And I was just like, you know what? Me and you, we've got years of experience in filmmaking. Let's just try it. We've not got much work on at the minute. We've got no work on at the minute. So let's just try and like do something around our passion.
Yeah.
And that's what we did. And I just started doing it.
The problem, that's the thing though. You're passionate about it. So if you're passionate about it, and you give a damn, it's going to come through. Like if you don't, if you're not fully into it, people can see through bullshit. Like seriously,
that's it. People will see. Yeah, I think that's bang on. Like people will see it. And I was like, I never thought. And it was one of my best mates, like who's not into theme parks at all. And he turned around, and I was talking to him. Like we was at Blackpool, like in early February.
Yeah.
Around, and I was like, oh, and he's like, why don't you just do a vlog channel? And I was like, I can't do a vlog channel. I was like, nah. I was like, that's not me. Like, I was like, I can make films, but I can't vlog. And he was like, nah, just try it. I was like, oh, I'll try it. And I tried it, and like, I'm not saying I'm like massive or anything, but I was like, it worked. Like. And so like it was like and now I've found like a whole new passion, which is like I love theme parks, but you know what? I love because like you'll see soon as well. It's that the fact that me and Joe, every theme park we've ever been to, we film it on our little handy cam. I've not got it to hand, but it's a little handy cam. And do you remember seeing me and Joe's like Efteling?
Yeah.
Where we sat in this room right here.
Yeah.
And we just watched our footage back.
Yeah.
I've got so many footage from that because like we used to just go around and just film our day at a theme park.
That's so cool.
And not like have it as in our heads that was going to put it on YouTube. We would just film it.
Just have it there, sort of like for a memory bank kind of thing. You can look back on it. Yeah.
Film it, like as in we're just going to go like film it and then do it. And then like we've done that for so many trips. So we're going to do that. Like I've got stuff from Toverland and things. Eventually do that for a lot of different other ones. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think your mic just cut out. You went to your Mac mic.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you're just coming through your Mac mic, not coming through your actual microphone.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So like so we've got lots of footage from that, and we used to film that all the time. But then we just went to the fact that it was like, okay, let's film it properly, and So like, I don't know, man. Like it's insane in my head that we did an Efteling vlog, and that Efteling vlog is currently on 35,000 views.
That's nuts.
That's mad, is that? Absolutely.
Like, how mental is that?
Like, that's crazy. Like I think you just timed it absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
I noticed some of the views you got on the Efteling ones as well, and I was like, oh, whoa.
I need to get to Efteling. Lev, we're coming. When we can come, Lev, we're on our way out there, mate. I can't wait to meet you
friends out of that, the Efteling stuff is like, I still talk to him now. It's like, when we did them Efteling stuff, like the first video we did where we just sat in this actual room here and talked about our first trip, our first ever visit. It was like in lockdown. That's got 85,000 views.
Wow.
And the actual vlog was like 35, but the original one we did where we talked about it was like 85,000 views.
That's crazy numbers, man.
Like I still talk to people now who contacted us and was like, I'll work at Efteling, let me know when you're here next and we'll take you around and stuff like that. So it's like, it's awesome. Like it's awesome. It's such a nice feeling that it's like, for extent, like especially Efteling, it's such a special park to people.
Mm-hmm.
That it's as special as like Disney parks in terms of like,
yeah,
it's like, you know, when you're here and we'll take you around and we'll show you everything. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah. Has a culture to it as well, like a full on.
Right, I'm gonna go for a wee. And I'll tell you my questions I've got, and then we'll go on to the quiz.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. So Sam, where have you been to in Europe then? Have you been anywhere in Europe?
Yeah, so Portaventura, love that place. I mean,
so sick.
Like literally, I think it doesn't
get there.
Like literally, it's incredible. Like everything's on point at Portaventura. Europa Park, brilliant.
Been there, yeah, nice. Love it.
I went there quite a while ago though, so I'm overdue a revisit.
We'll do that. We'll try and do that in the next 2 years. I'll like a team visit if we can, obviously including yourself, Luke, as well. Like a big joint sort of visit out.
Europa Park's one of them where you know what? There's not that many insanely crazy rides that are there, but I feel like for the experience of going to Europa Park, it's definitely worth the trip out.
Well, there's at least two major coasters I do want to get on. Obviously, it's Blue Fire and Woden as well. You know, those are two that I'm dying to ride.
Yeah, Woden, definitely Woden. Silver Star, I'm not too bothered about. I mean,
Silver Star's pretty decent.
Yeah, I know.
It's pretty decent, to be honest.
When you've ridden Shambhala, it's hard to
I'm dying to get on Shambhala. I really am.
Mate, Shambhala.
The only thing with Shambhala's the queue. The queue line's a bit.
Yeah, the queue line's naff. Like, it is so bad. And the station's not very good, but the surrounding area is like awesome.
It looks really when you're on it. Like going over that first drop, you can see like the sea, because obviously like Salou Beach is straight up.
Yeah, the view is stunning. The golf courses, you can see all of it's just awesome. It's so pretty. And Red Force as well, like that is
that looks insane.
That's another
so cool.
It was not quite open yet, Red Force. But
yeah,
you
I
could-
went during construction, which was fun to see, and then I went back a couple of years later and finally did it. It's another level.
Incidentally, going back to creds, I think I'm probably on around about 60, 70, something like that. I think,
Which is sick when you think
I don't,
about it.
I don't really keep count, to be honest, but that's kind of my best guess. So,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to jump out for a second again because obviously we've been
okay.
drinking during the stream and we've been going nearly an hour and 40 minutes. So
We have.
yeah, you know what happens there. But I'll hand it over to these guys and I'll be back in a second. And then we're going to do the quiz, okay? So Joe, get your questions ready for these lot.
Oh, they're already, mate. Don't worry about it. I'm going to rack your brains.
You've been on this podcast before. So, Sam, what's your favourite coaster?
El Toro.
El Toro. Oh, nice.
It's so good.
The fact that you've done it is insane.
Yeah. I'm out there on my own as well. So like, I didn't know what I was doing. I was in New York at the time and I thought, is there a theme park, like a major one I can get to?
Yeah.
That was the closest one. Cool. The only downside, King the Car was down.
Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been a cred to get.
That was a bitter pill to swallow, but like El Toro made up for it.
I feel like with these Intamins that you just go up a top hat on, it's like I feel like once you've done one,
You've done them all.
especially if it's an hydraulic launch, once you've done one, you've done them all. I just feel like you have like.
But when you see King the Car though, like obviously in pictures it looks huge. When I got there, I was like,
oh my God.
it's seriously like it's a giant, it's a behemoth. It's literally you see it and it's like that's whoever built that was mad. Like
Yeah.
How does a train propel to a fast enough like velocity to climb that? Like, just.
So what made El Toro your favorite? What was it? What made you it?
You get thrown into that lap bar like every 2 seconds. Like it's literally the first drop. Like, how do I explain this? You know, like when you're a kid and you go on like a rocking shit.
Yeah.
For the first time, and you like stand up a little bit, like you give yourself some fake air time. You know the
yeah.
It's that, but like
backwards and forwards,
obviously real air time, and I held on. It was crazy. Like I was like
my favorite story from El Toro is like, do any of you guys watch El Toro Ryan?
No, I don't, and I should do.
He's got a very good channel. Like, watch his channel. Like, it's not just about El Toro. Like, it's honestly about. Like, but he did a podcast with the Drunk Riders, which again,
I love them.
Drunk
I need to
Riders,
check them out seriously.
the best fucking.
We're going to end up as drunk riders shortly as well.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Yeah, with me on it. No, but like Drunk Riders, great podcast, and they had El Toro Ryan on it, and he told this amazing story where he's like, okay, my first day was like I was there, we was all there on a Sunday, and the operator, not the operator, the maintenance guys turned around and went, the first thing you need to know is El Toro is a moody bitch. It's like that's the first thing they said was like, she's a moody bitch.
That's fantastic.
It's just like, that's all they had to say about it. They just get annoyed by her because like it's just
that's brilliant. That's so funny.
Like that was the best like phrase I ever heard about it. But yeah. All right. Okay. Shall I say my questions I had?
Yeah. Quick fire. Go.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Let me find it on my Instagram. Talk amongst yourself.
Yeah, so I don't know what I walked into. So were people talking about El Toro, the ride?
It's my number one coaster.
Sick. That's cool, man.
Nice. Very nice.
That's such a cool cred to have as well. Like, it's such an iconic ride. I mean, that first drop looks massive. I can't imagine how big it actually looks. A wooden structure that tall? Like, I don't know. I could never...
Yeah.
You think you look at like Grand National or Wickerman's Lift Hill and you think, oh, that's quite a big structure, but imagine seeing El Toro in person.
Yeah.
El Toro massive.
It's because it looks so dense. Like the structure itself has
it's huge.
It's
like you see pictures of it on Google and you go, nah, that doesn't work. Well, yeah, it does. It's actually really, really good.
It is, yeah.
All right,
So-
Sean, go on then.
Jacob Bryden says, where will you most be looking forward to visiting again in 2021? So let's say this again. He says again, so it's like apparently again. But let's say if you've got somewhere you're looking forward to, you had not been before. Let's just make it more interesting.
Phantasialand is obviously, well, Phantasialand, however you want to say it, is very high on my bucket list to go out there and do. Liseberg, massively on my bucket list. Florida, hopefully next year, would be not next year, the year after, would be absolutely insane. But the place I'm looking forward to the most, going back to that obviously I've been to a lot, is Alton Towers. I just need to get back to it. We're working on virtual towers online. Every day I'm just like, I need to go, man. Like it's like
constantly taunts you.
Yeah, it taunts me, and I'm like, I want to get images of certain things. I don't even want to get artsy images. I just want to get images of certain things so we can make it absolutely perfect. And that's one of the things I'm looking forward to. And then obviously, the biggest one is probably Blackpool opening. I pray to God that happens. Seriously.
Yeah, I do as well.
I mean, they'll open it at some point. So, like,
as long as it opens at some point, we'll have to make it the opening. Like, that's what we'll have to do.
6th of February.
But yeah, that's it. Thanks for the question, Jake.
So, Sam, what are you looking forward to the most next year? If you can go and do it, if you either a park you've been to or a park you want to go to.
So, a park I've been to that I was meant to revisit this year that got cancelled twice was Energylandia. So
okay, yeah.
How did you forget about Zadra Loop? Seriously.
Yeah.
Or Phantasialand, because I was looking to go for Wintertron. Didn't book any.
Yes.
So Energylandia or Phantasialand, Zadra or Taron/Fly.
Oh, Fly.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Joe?
For me, if we're talking about parks going back to, then probably Thorpe. To be honest, I absolutely loved it last time round, so I can't wait to get back there again next year. Massive, great time and huge landmark.
Such a fun trip, man.
Oh, it really was. I can't wait to repeat it. I really can't.
Like being sat in that Pizza Hut that night, like when we finally got in, because they were a bit arsy with us, was like,
they were,
it was so cool just to sit there, have a beer, and just talk about like all our, because I'd not been there for 6 years before that trip, and Joe
obviously I'd never been, so
it was like going for the first time again. It was so cool. I can't wait to hit Chesington, man, when you finally get to ride Vampire. That's going to be
definitely
so cool.
That's going to be so cool. And if we're talking about parks that I want to go to, then in all honesty, as much as I want to go to Energylandia, I have to say Phantasialand, because obviously you got like Taron, Black Mamba, Fly, big bucket list rides. So
I need to see this Black Mamba Nemesis debate.
I do as well, yeah. I need to actually ride it and make my own kind of judgment on that one.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know if you guys saw my vlog.
Yeah.
I went in there going, nothing's going to beat Nemesis.
It's not come like close on it.
I went on Black Mamba, and honestly, it was just the best thing. Oh, man, it was just so good. Like, I'm not expecting other people to share that opinion.
Yeah, of course.
I think you could go in there realistically thinking it could beat Nemesis, because the way it interacts with the terrain and like it's done it so well. Like it's like more than anything any other invert I've ever done. Like it's done it so well in terms of like expecting that like experience. Like it's just so well done. Okay, awesome. So next one. My last question I've got personally is favorite theme park YouTube / Instagram / Facebook creators you found in 2020.
In 2020, that's a great. I think Facebook has to be Joe, like Theme Park Insanity.
Thanks very much,
one of my favorites to follow. All the stuff on Flamingoland that you covered from early in 2019 over to 20 was just like so inspirational. It was really cool. It lit a fire up my ass to do more with my Facebook page. So I appreciate you for that. I really do.
That's all right. Appreciate that.
Instagram, really I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, there's been so many. I don't really have a favorite. I just really like everyone posting coaster content on Instagram. I love it. Thrill Rider's stuff is obviously next level, like
That's
photography.
what I would say. Like Thrill Riders, Marcus, like his stuff.
But then again, there's people like Sanctuary Nurse, there's the Roller Coaster Rachel,
Yeah,
and there's loads of people that just every day during lockdown, like I noticed them just posting, and I just like to see consistency from creators. I think that's one of the things.
Yeah, likewise.
And YouTube, probably yourself, Sean, to be fair.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Definitely. No, because I think it's helped with a lot of things. Like you've filled this void that was missing inside vlogging, where I tried to do this last year, the year before, didn't have the equipment for it, didn't have the knowledge for it. Like I was doing slow-mo shots of Icon, slow-mo shots of the big one, Big Dipper, train shots, zoom shots, and all this stuff. But I only had a Nikon D3 2300, so it was like it's not gonna work. So I thought, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna go to the handheld and just run around with a GoPro like a maniac. And I thought that suits me better. But I love just sitting down watching your vlogs with Joe. Like they're just awesome.
Thank you, man. It almost feels unfair because like I've honestly been doing it for like 10 years, but we're not with theme parks, but with like.
But still, it's still early though. Like you're still learning.
I feel like I'm very early on in my YouTube journey. I've got a lot to like try and work out where I want to go with it. Like
other creators, I think Digital Dan has done something different to everyone else.
So out of the ordinary.
Yeah,
so
it's
different.
awesome. Like the whole It Broke thing and stuff like that is just so
awesome.
funny.
His views show it, though, don't they? Like he just like
and Digital Dan's community as well. Like every time we've done a podcast with him or a stream with him, it's just been so welcoming and warming. It's awesome. Like I really do think he's got something awesome over there, on Digital Dan, especially his second channel as well. His second channel is just as funny, if not funnier. So yeah, make sure you check that out. But I just really I want to give props to everyone who's tried to create content this year. I said it earlier. I think you went to the bathroom or whatever, but I was like, props to anyone in our little bubble on the internet that has gone out there to try and make content, whether it be Pleasure Beach experience, even went as far as going to like piers and doing all these log flume videos from Scott. Yeah. Oh man, they when they were uploading them like during the pandemic, like the height of it, I was like, I'm looking forward to this video so much. And then it just brings such a smile to my face. Like, seriously, Scott, we've got to do some more like log flume videos next year. Like,
honestly, you know what? Good. Something I've realized this year is like, okay, like I only started making, like I started my channel up in November last year.
Yeah, you did it with the fireworks, or was it Scarefest?
Fireworks, but I didn't really know anyone in the community at all.
Yeah.
So I kind of uploaded that video, didn't do anything, and then it wasn't until like I think it was like March, May, I can't remember, when I started actually like focusing on it, because I was like,
we had Sean from Lift Hills and Frills come on.
Yeah,
and he was like, have you checked out ParkSpill? I was like,
yeah,
no, and then I went and checked out. I was like, whoa.
I had like 50 subscribers back then. And like obviously now I'm at like 1.5 or whatever.
That's sick, man. Congrats.
It's just insane to even think about.
It's so good.
But like even back then, like people like Scott from like Pleasure Beach Experience, like he was like messaging me, and I was like fanboying, and I was like, mate, I've been watching your videos for years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, this guy is like a legend, and he's like messaging me. And it was insane. But like, yeah, like Scott and all them guys, like even Mark, man. Mark,
yeah, all of them are awesome.
Mark Yates was the first guy out of everyone to like message me and go, I love your stuff. Out of all the big creators and stuff, it's just like, I love watching your stuff. And that meant a lot. And it just, to be honest, to me, like being a new creator or whatever, like I was always just like worried. I was like, oh, are people going to think I'm idiot for trying to get in on this stuff? And actually, it's completely the opposite. Everyone loves it, and
it's like be passionate about it. It'll show
all the time, and he's just like, I love your stuff, and I love this, and I love that. Every video I post, even if it gets like less than like 200 views or whatever, like they still message me and go, I love that, and I'm just like, It's awesome. Like people in that, like the legitimate people who love making content because they love theme parks.
Yes.
Doesn't matter how many subscribers you have.
Not at all.
They genuinely love just watching stuff that they enjoy watching because they actually enjoy the whole like hobby, and that's what it's all about to them. And they're like, they're just like, it's like Andy, like from Coaster Crazy, like he messaged me and went, I've nominated you for randomly, never ever spoke to him in my life. And he turned around and he went, I've nominated you for clamshells. I went, what? I was like, okay, cool, man. And he's just like, yeah, I love all your stuff. And I was like, you've never messaged me once, but then you've just turned around and said,
It's lovely. It's lovely as Andy, to be honest. Such a nice guy, really down to earth.
Like honestly, like like I say, I've watched all his vlogs and stuff, but never actually interacted with him. But then he messaged me personally and said, I've nominated you for clamshells because I love your stuff. And I was like, wow. I was like,
such an honor.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm not in the realm of like, starstruck, but at the same time, I'm like, I've watched your stuff for like the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And now you're messaging me. I've not messaged you. And
he's actually got in contact with you.
Yeah. So I think anyone watching this right now who's thinking the same way I was thinking, like this time last year, like honestly, like, what is people going to think about me? Don't think about it, man. It's like, just do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Best thing to do is just sort of crack on, do what you, like you've just said, create the content that you want to see.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what people think. Leave them to their own devices.
Exactly.
Focus on what you want to do. It's the best direction to take.
I'm 30 years old, right? I spent the last how long of my life worrying about what other people were going to think about me if I was going to do a vlog.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Now I regret it. I'm like, why did they care about what other people were going to think about me? I'm like, I'm a nerdy person who loves like theme parks and roller coasters. Like
the thing you've got to remember is it's your life. It's not anybody else's life. It's yours, and you need to do what makes you happy. Definitely. And obviously, to a certain extent, focus on what makes you happy, and obviously go with that. And if people like it, that's fantastic. If they don't, fair enough. That's their taste. It's
exactly.
Everybody's different. So
not everyone's gonna like a Christmas park streamed on Planet Coaster, but you know what? Give it a go.
Exactly.
See if it works, and then people join.
I always say this now. Like, if someone goes to me like, how did you get so? Like, I get messaged a lot. Like, how did you get so many subscribers so fast? I just turn around and say, just be yourself. Like,
sure.
So many people are so hung up on like, people are going to, like, even your friends, you're like, my mate's going to judge me for doing this. And it's like, at the end of the day, like, just think about yourself, right?
Yeah.
I think every single person you ever met in your life, do you like them? Probably not. Like, you've met people in your life, you've gone, straight away you've gone, I don't vibe with them. They're not my type of person. Do you know what I mean? Like, if that's what you're thinking, when other people watch your stuff, they're going to be thinking that as well. Like, you can't be silly to think that everyone's going to like you. Yeah. Like, they're not. Like, just don't worry about it. Like, we get a lot of hate on some of our videos as well. And
I've had. The amount of hate that we've had, is ridiculous. But
yeah. Well, likewise as well.
At the end of the day, like, it doesn't matter because you just turn around and go, okay, they don't like me, but I'm not here for them. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't like every person I ever meet, so I'm not going to blame them. I mean, it's a bit weird to go to the fact of like writing a comment. That's weird in my opinion. It's going, I don't like your content. Like, that's weird.
Oh, well, fair enough. That's your opinion.
Everyone's different, aren't they? So, like, they will do that. But
like, you're right, though. It is crazy. But
really funny, comment hecklers on your videos. Have any of them made you laugh?
Oh man, there's been so many. I can't even isolate any situation. Seriously, there's been so many of them. Especially in my early days of No Limits 2. Like, nobody liked my stuff. Like, because it wasn't done as proper as it could be, that kind of stuff. But screw it, they're my rides. They're never going to get built. So And the work that I am doing that is important that nobody sees will speak for itself. So yeah, that's
At
how I
the,
see
at the
it.
end of the day, you know for a fact that like John Wardley, when he made his stuff, like he wouldn't make him like to the scale that the No Limits community would make him to.
No,
He would go, how is this ride going to ride? We'll make it to that. That gives us an idea. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? So
it's up to B&M and Gus Lauer and everybody else
to make it what it is. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. That's exactly how it is. But I just want to give a quick shout out to a guy called Theme Park Viper who messaged me on Instagram saying that he's a really big fan of the podcast. So I just wanted to give him a big shout out. He said Merry Christmas as well. So yeah, thanks a lot. Cheers, man. Appreciate that. Really do appreciate it. Anyone who's reached out to me recently as well on Discord and stuff like that, guys, honestly, I really appreciate it. I apologize if I don't get back to you. It's been crazy. Like, there's so much stuff going behind the scenes here at CoasterGen. It's like I can't get to everything, and obviously I'm busy. You know,
it's been mad for me because like I come on this podcast for the first time when I had like 50 subscribers.
I think it was about that, yeah.
Literally that, and like I saw your podcast as being like, oh my god, I'm going on. Podcast. And I was like, well, like ask Joe, like she will know. I was so nervous to come on here for the first time.
Wow.
And then like after, but it's not
Joe,
now
right?
that I've seen it. I've seen it grow. Like we've seen it grow together now. I think
the amount of guests that we've had on as well is just freaking off the chain.
It's been crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Harry M from CoasterBot. I never even thought I'd be able to sit down with him and have a chat. Like
Nick
seriously.
Hudson.
We have
Screw Loops, Digital Dan.
Like a lot of the time, like just chatting in the chat as well.
Yeah, I hope we can get Sam on. We're really trying to make that work. Like, I think I'm gonna reach out to Sam directly and speak to him, see if we can. So Sam, if you're listening, hopefully we can start something out. And I believe that Jordan from Cupcake and Coasters wants to come on as well in the new year, which is going to be sick. That's going to be so cool.
Awesome. Look forward to that one.
So yeah,
that's the thing we need now. We need some female people on here.
Yeah, definitely. Like Emma from Top Thrill Tourist. If you're listening, come on.
Too many men.
Digital Dan, where's your raid? What was that? Come on, Dan.
Come on, Dan.
What's that about? Right, no more questions. Quiz time. Let's go. Come on, Joe.
Indeed. Right then, so
let me just say quickly. Actually, before we've got pen and paper, we're gonna play it between us three, and you guys play along. To every question, we're gonna reveal our answer, and Joey's gonna tell us whether it's right or not, and then he's gonna mark us down for points, and the winner will get a free drink at Velvet or whatever, like I don't know, something cool.
Oh right, I'm taking this.
There you go.
Luke, can you keep score, mate? 'Cause I've not got a pen and paper near, unfortunately. But yeah, if you can do that, that'd be amazing.
I'll try.
Brilliant.
I'll try. It's 7 questions long, guys, so I'll just give you guys about 2 minutes.
I don't remember anything, man. I have to go to like roller coaster database every like day.
Definitely, Joe.
Yeah, no RCD being guys.
All
either.
right, so
you got to do this off your own back.
ParkSpill.
Yep.
0.
And we got Sam. Got Stella on YouTube. Go and subscribe. And we've got CG. That's me. Right.
And cheeky little plug, guys, if you enjoy these quizzes and you enjoy these questions, I do live quizzes on TPI, so check them out,
on
please.
Facebook. Links in the video description. Links in the video description below. He's done free now.
Free now, yep. Blackpool, Pleasure Beach, Alton Towers, and Flamingo Land, and Fort Park is next. So
good. I might actually enjoy that one. Flamingo Land was an absolute nightmare, you evil man.
What can I say?
It's a good park. Joe, I think it's an underrated park.
It is good park, but the questions that Joe picked out for it, I'm dreading this, man. I don't know what he's going to do to us. I don't know.
I've genuinely tried to keep these as simple as I can do, so hopefully you guys do. Although, then again, you're probably going to say simple.
If it's numbers, like how high is like fucking Kamali.
That's 3 times, man.
Every time he F-bombs as he wins this quiz he loses a drink at Velvet. So I think you're on like -5 right now.
Right, guys. Should we?
Normally, I'm not this type of talking.
Should we crack on with this then? Yeah.
Let's go.
Awesome, right. Okay, so question 1 then. These are multiple choice questions. So you have 3 choices per question.
Oh, that's easy, yes.
Typical TPI style. So we'll start with question 1. So what year did Cedar Point's B&M Wing Coaster Gatekeeper officially open? Was it A, 2012, B, 2013, or C, 2014?
Oh, that's so close, bro.
That's so horrible.
I know it's
That's
like
horrible.
Wait, C was 2014, yeah?
C was 2014, A was 2012, and B was 2013.
All right, I've got my answer and ready to go if you guys are ready. Hold your paper up to the
I'm just
camera.
gonna guess. I don't know.
But I'm going to count down from 5, and then you guys can show your answers. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And what we got? 2013 for ParkSpill. What we got for Luke? I can't see that.
C.
C. Okay. And Sam, what have you got?
2013 and a backwards C. By the looks of
Awesome. Fantastic. So ParkSpill and Sam, give yourselves a point. It was in fact 2013 that Gatekeeper officially opened.
Nice.
Damn it.
So there we go. Okay. Ready for question 2?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, did I get a point for that? No.
Unfortunately, you didn't know. No, it's 2013, mate. It was B, 2013.
Sam put C. Sam put C. Yes.
13.
Oh, sorry, Sam. No, you didn't get a point. Sorry, man.
No, but he's put 2013 though.
That's come on. We gotta get some rules in here. Can we have an independent adjudicator, please?
He put 2013. I'm happy to give
And
him
on that bombshell, all right, he gets a point.
I'm blaming the beer.
Yeah, I am. All right, that's that one gone.
I need another one, trust me. Okay, so question 2 then. It's the total drop height of Portaventura's B&M Hypercoaster, Shambhala. Luke, you probably know this one.
Well, I should.
Is it A, 249.3 feet, B, 252.6 feet, or C, 255.9 feet?
Say them again.
A, 249.3 feet, B, 252.6 feet, or C, 255.9 feet. And we're looking for the total drop height.
Okay, I think.
So different. Oh man,
This is well hard, Sean. This is freaking well hard.
I know it. And it's like, I don't remember it.
Okay, so 5,
between 2 options.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, I want to change mine.
C, what have you put?
B.
C. B for you. Okay, so for the guys that put C, give yourselves a point. It's 255.9 feet.
Yeah! I'm not competitive at all.
I am.
I only know it in meters. I got a t-shirt with it in meters. 235 meters, I think.
Who's keeping points of everyone?
Me.
So at the moment, ParkSpill and Sam are both in tie.
Yeah,
So well done.
joint place. I am a shit enthusiast.
Wait,
I'm the same as you, bro. I don't remember numbers. That's my problem. Numbers is something I don't remember.
Did you guess?
I'm good at numbers.
I guess.
Oh,
It's brilliant.
You're going to love this next question then, in that case. So question 3 then. Question 3, what year did the Big Dipper at Blackpool Pleasure Beach first open? Was it A, 1923, B, 1924, or C, 1925? So that's A, 1923, B, 1924, or C, 1925.
This is horrible.
Don't worry, I think this is it. I think this is it for numbers ones, actually. But yes, it is.
These date ones are so brutal, man. This could be any of them.
I don't know the numbers. I'm actually dyscalculus. So
Okay. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reveal your answers. A. And Sam, what have you put?
Oh, that's 1954. B.
Okay. So B. And Luke, what have you got, mate?
A. It was A.
A. Fantastic. So CoasterGen and ParkSpill give yourselves a point. It was, in
Yes!
fact,
I'm on the board! I'm on the
1923 that the Big Dipper officially first opened at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And of course, it did see extension later in its life as well to include the south side of the park. So there we go.
That's what I meant to put.
Is it? Is it really?
My handwriting.
it's her.
I can read it.
He was possessed by that elf on the shelf.
So far, ParkSpill's got the lead here. Well done, mate. Fantastic.
Yeah, ParkSpill's winning by 1 right
It is.
now.
Okay, so question 4 there, guys. You ready? Are we all ready for this?
Yeah, let's go.
Awesome. What was the name of the wooden roller coaster at Cedar Point, which later saw conversion by RMC to become one of the park's most iconic roller coasters, Steel Vengeance? Was it A, Angry Railblazer, B, Evil Woody, or C, Mean Streak? So that's A, Angry Railblazer, B, Evil Woody, or C, Mean Streak?
That's easy, bro.
Evil Woody.
Evil Woody.
I hope Disneyland are watching.
Evil Woody.
Oh, I've got better than that, trust me.
That's fantastic, mate.
Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And what we got? C and Sean. Yep, Sean, what have you got? C. Sam?
That says Mean Streak.
Mean Streak, fantastic. So everybody give yourselves a point. Of course, it was a Mean Streak.
Oh, nothing changes. 4, 3, 1. Damn it.
Okay, so this next one might well possibly catch you out, but we'll have a look.
Oh,
So question 5 then. What prestigious title does Yukon Striker currently hold at Canada's Wonderland? Is it A, the world's fastest dive machine, B, the world's tallest, or C, the world's steepest? So that's A, the world's fastest, B, the world's tallest, or C, the world's steepest.
Oh, I thought it was going to be longest.
5, 4, 3, 2.
What was A?
A was the world's fastest.
Oh, no.
No. 1. What you got, guys? Let's have a look.
I got A, the crossed out C.
C, okay. And Sam, what have you got, mate?
That says tallest.
Tallest. And Sean, what have you got, pal?
C.
C, fantastic. Right, okay, let's have a look. So it was, in fact, B, the world's tallest dive machine.
4, 4.
I can't remember the exact height, unfortunately. I should have probably made a note of that, but it is officially the world's tallest dive machine.
I am well and truly out of the running here now.
2020, so there we go.
It's 4-4 between Sam and Sean. Like, this is getting like...
And we've literally got 2 questions left, guys. So we shall move.
Do we have a tiebreaker?
Oh, we don't, unfortunately, but I could probably think of something up on the spot. Don't worry.
That's cool.
Okay, so question 6 then. Which brand new ride is set to open at SeaWorld San Diego in 2021? Is it A, Manta, B, Emperor, or C, Mako? So that's A, Manta, B, Emperor, or C, Mako.
Sam, seriously?
Honestly,
Oh, if this gets you, that's hilarious, because you've just got like really difficult questions.
I just haven't cared about SeaWorld, so SeaWorld is...
So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reveal your answers, guys. Emperor, B.
All B's.
And everybody give yourselves a point. It is in fact Emperor, which is the first ever B&M dive machine to open at a SeaWorld park, I believe. I think.
I got 2.
So there we go.
Sam and Sean are on 5 each.
5 each. Wow. So we hopefully this probably isn't going to make a tiebreaker, but we're going to try it anyway. So question 7, the final question, is which legendary Christmas character in Negroland is Negroland's 2021 Mack Rides water coaster named after? Is it A, Mrs. Claus, B, Rudolph, or C, Krampus? So that's A, Mrs. Claus, B, Rudolph, or C, Krampus.
Rudolph the ride, imagine.
Imagine Mrs. Claus the ride.
Oh, that would be hilarious. What time do you call this?
I'm late.
I had your meal in the oven since 6:30.
Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And what we got? C, and Sam, what have you got?
I have half a Nimmelman for B&M.
C, fantastic. Yeah, so of course it is C, which is Krampus. It's Krampus Expedition.
Oh, 6-3. So, guys, you need a tiebreaker.
So we've got a tiebreaker. Okay, let me have a think then in that case, because I've not actually prepared this. I probably should have.
That's fine. How is everyone doing in the chat while Joe does the tiebreaker? Are you guys enjoying the stream? Make sure you smash like. Make sure you subscribe as well. Follow us on all our links in the video description below. I will put Sam's on there, actually. I haven't put Sam's on there yet, but I will do that.
Subscribe to Sam Costello.
Yeah, just subscribe to Sam Costello. 6 out of 7, Tech Andrew. Nice. So you're in the tiebreak as well. So a lot of you, 5 out of 6. Oh, wait, we've got... Right. This quiz was well fun. Yeah, we'll do more. Hey, Aaron.
Definitely.
More of that, please. Yeah, definitely. We will do that.
Fantastic. We'll do that. Okay, let me just...
We'll do it.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to refer to one of my quizzes that I did. I think that's probably the best way to do that.
Please, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember when I commented on the Facebook? I was like, right, I'm out. That Flamingo Land question. Yeah. Whoever gets this, if you get this, then fair play. I got Shambhala's height wrong as well. I've known it's 235 meters. I believe I've got a t-shirt with that on. I don't know it in feet.
Can you remember which question that was actually?
Not a clue. I think it was the first one. It won't surprise me.
Number 2.
Was it number 2? Because you commented on it, I think.
Number 2. Okay, yep. So let's go with this and see if anybody actually knows this one.
All right, you ready? I'm
Are you
out of
ready?
this now, by the way. It's you two only.
Yeah.
No Flamingo Land. Now.
So who first established Flamingo Land? And unfortunately, this isn't a multiple choice, so it's literally going to be a whichever answer is correct.
I don't know, like, is that multiple choice? No, you got to do multiple choice.
I know.
I don't know who,
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I can do it. I can do it. Don't worry. Is it A, Robert Gibb, B, Gordon Gibb, or C, Edwin Pentland Hick?
That's the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire music, by the way.
That's
countdown. That's
copyright. Right. Okay. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And what do we have?
Oh, you went for C. Both of you went for C.
Oh, damn it. Okay. Yep. So it was in fact C. Right. Okay.
Oh, what?
So we've still got a tiebreaker. Right. Okay. Let me refer to.
Hold on. Let me get a plain piece of paper.
Oh, actually, I've got a perfect one here for you. I think. Have a look.
This is crazy. This is down to the wire.
I'm competing with ParkSpill.
Right. Okay. So let's go with this one then. So, in which year did the park officially become Flamingo Land? Was it A, 1973, B, 1974, or C, 1975? So that's in which year?
God!
Which year did Flamingo Land officially become Flamingo Land? Was it A, 1973?
Joe, I think Sean needs your help.
Or C, 1975? What have you got?
Okay. I'm going to go for a guess.
Okay. So what?
Oh, for God's sake!
Have you both gone for the same thing?
Yeah.
Oh, we both got it right. Well done.
Oh, for God's sake! What the hell? What the hell? Are you serious right now? Someone clip this.
That says it on it.
Right, let me see if I can try and find one that you're not going to get in a minute.
8 all.
Right, okay. Right,
So,
so this is your final question. Unfortunately, if you both get this right, we're going to have to call it a tie.
No, I'm going to think of one if you both did.
Actually, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so this is going to be the last one from me. In what year did Gordon Gibb assume control of the resort with his two sisters following the death of his father, Robert Gibb? Was it A, 1994, B, 1995, or C, 1996? So that's A, 1994, B, 1995, or C, 1996.
Okay.
And what do you have? Okay, and what have you got?
I've got 1994.
Please, have you got the same answer? B.
No, Sean's gone A, and Sam's gone 1994. Is that a different one?
Sean's gone A. Okay, so well done, Sam. 1995. There we go.
No. I went 1994.
You are
94.
officially.
Wait. No. Wait.
Whoa. Hang on a minute.
You
Sorry.
put 94.
Oh, okay. Well, neither of you got it right then. Sorry.
All right. Okay. Here's the tiebreak. Here's the one. This is the one, right?
Okay, go for it.
Joe, while I'm doing this, think of another one. This is insane.
You guys are great like all night, aren't we?
All right. Right. Here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready, guys?
Let me find a blank piece of paper.
It's fine. Just write on your hand or something. It's only a letter. Right. Okay. What is the total ride length of Nemesis? Is it A, 1 minute 18, B, 1 minute 20, or C, 1 minute 22? You ready? It's not A, Mum. Right, go on then. 3, 2, 1. Oh, you both got it wrong.
Wait, what was it?
120.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh my God.
This is gonna go on for hours.
I'm gonna give this to Sam because he's the first guest on the show.
No, we have to find a winner, Joe. Come on.
We have to find a winner. We have to find a winner.
We have to find a winner. We have to.
No,
And
no,
then we have to.
Okay, this is a good one, and let's see if either of you know this one.
How about no multiple choice?
No multiple choice. Okay.
No.
Ah, there you go. That's got him.
Should we go? Correct answer gets it then. Should we do that?
My closest answer, something like that.
Yep. Okay. Right. Okay. So,
Don't believe it.
regarding Alton Towers, What did the Earl get in return for opening the estate's grounds to the public?
What? Say that again.
So, with regards to Alton Towers in the earlier days, once the park first opened the grounds, what did the Earl get in return for opening the grounds to the public? So, what did he get in return?
What did he get in return? I don't know. A banana.
It was in conjunction with
A corkscrew.
Basically, it was in conjunction. Basically, they opened the Alton Towers railway station in agreement with the Earl that he opens the grounds. But obviously, what did the Earl get in return from that partnership?
Did I show my answer?
I don't know. I'll let Sam have this.
Okay, let's have a look.
Oh, I just put maintenance for free.
Okay. What have you got?
Nothing. I don't know.
Okay. Well, to be fair, actually, Sam, you're pretty close. It was the cost of the upkeep of the grounds covered from the profits made from the railway line. So well done.
Sam can go for it.
There you go. Sam's the winner. Well done, Sam.
Well done, dude.
Our first official CoasterGen quiz there, ran by Joe from Theme Park Insanity.
First appearance and he wins it.
That was so much fun, guys. Thank you so much.
That was mad. That was madly.
That was crazy. You just got them all wrong at the wrong time and the right time. I was just like, prayer.
And on that note, I am taking a slight personal break. I'll be back in 2.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Right, guys. Last time to get your questions in the chat. If you have anything, let us know. And if you enjoyed the quizzes, please let us know in the chat as well. And let us know your score as well. So in total, I think it was out 12 questions. I think 11. Yeah. Not sure, but yeah, let us know in the chat.
We are the worst quiz masters.
Yeah.
No, it was fine. It was fun.
I'm gonna have to dip out now. I didn't realise how late it got.
Yeah, no worries, Sam. No worries, man.
Thanks for having me. Good to meet you both.
Yeah. See you later, Sam.
Yeah.
See you in a bit.
You gotta come on to get a podcast all the time, bro.
Yeah, I'm getting that drink. See you later.
See you later, dude. Bye. Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
There he goes. So yeah, have you guys enjoyed this special? It's actually been going 2 hours and 20 minutes, believe it or not.
We've still got 11 viewers, which is mad.
This is mental. The amount of people that have like tuned in tonight has been awesome. Thank you so much. If you're just dropping in now, we just did a quiz. It was insane. Smash the playback button and watch the quiz. I got annihilated. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, so if you guys are in the chat just out of curiosity and you do have a channel and you do fancy coming on the podcast, just shoot us a message. I'm on Twitter. You can find me at @Coaster_Gen, and you can find me on Facebook and Gmail. You can email us as well, but Gmail's in my Twitter profile. So yeah, check it out. Definitely hit us up. But yeah,
Tom is saying Wideflix is saying good night. Good night, Tom.
Yeah, good night. I'll come on, Aaron. Yeah, Aaron, definitely you should come on. We can just talk about the Wicker Man breaking down.
Yeah, Aaron should come on. He's got a lot of knowledge, isn't he? Like he's got a lot of knowledge, man.
Yeah, we'll make sure we'll do it as an explicit podcast. We need to really do that, to be honest with you, going forward.
Emma, if that's you, Top Full Tourist, I don't know if that's Emma or Carl. I'm gonna assume it's Emma.
Probably
Emma. Needs to come on. Like she is like hilarious, man.
Definitely.
Like Emma is. Oh man, she's funny. Like we've met Emma. Me and Joe met Emma at Scarefest.
I don't think I've ever met him. I might have bumped into her at Velvet Coaster this year, like early on.
Yeah, Emma needs to come on. Let's get Emma on. Yeah, let's do that.
Emma, you're up for the girls' takeover on CoasterGen Show in the new year. Absolutely, do it, guys. We'd love to have you on. Seriously,
I want to have the girls. Like, let's have the girls' takeover show where they just take over it because, like, honestly. They probably know more than we do.
Probably. They're probably better at doing quizzes than we are.
Let's do it. Let's get Joe on, Emma on.
Yeah, let's get them on. Absolutely. Definitely. All right, guys. So if you guys got any more questions for us here in the chat, now is your chance. Joe, if you just want to tell people where people can find Theme Park Insanity, that would be awesome.
Absolutely, yep, no worries. So you can find us at themeparkinsanity.co.uk. Lots of reviews, blog posts, interactive quizzes, as well as details regarding our live quizzes. Obviously, of course, we do now have the photo wall, which is a followers photo wall. If you do have a picture you do want to see on the site, send it in to us via info@themeparkinsanity.co.uk. We will stick that straight up for you. And coming next year, there will be monthly prizes as well as an annual prize for each month. our year as well. So there we go. And of course, we do have the forum coming in 2021 in January too. So can't wait to launch that. We also are on Facebook. You can find us at at TPI Official. And again, loads of daily content on there as well. So come check us out.
So before we go, I want to say, okay, you guys, if you could do one theme park or coaster, right?
Yep.
It literally tomorrow, the drop of a hat, you could go to it. What would it be?
Oh, that's an easy one for me. Cedar Point, Steel Vengeance. I'll be straight there.
How about you, Luke?
Tricky, very tricky.
One theme park or coaster, like you could go there tomorrow and just do it and say you've got the cred, I've done it.
I think it probably would have to be either Steel Vengeance or Lightning Rod.
Oh, or what?
Or Lightning Rod, I think.
Yeah, Lightning Rod's a good shout.
But if I went there, it wouldn't be open. So they're retracking it right now.
It would be open. It's fine.
Yeah, but I mean, if I could go tomorrow and ride any coaster in the world, I would still have to, quite frankly, say Nemesis. I'm missing it so much, man.
Yeah, to
Like,
us, I probably, yeah.
I hope it's open next year. I really do. But if it's shut for an overhaul and then it comes back even better and we get an opening day for Nemesis,
oh man, that'd be
it's
awesome.
gonna be like being in the
That's
90s
the thing
again.
for me, like I like when I went to Fantasia I did Black Mamba. I do generally think it's better than Nemesis. But saying that, like tomorrow, if I could choose that Black Mamba or Nemesis, I'd go Nemesis. Like it's a weird thing. It's like,
Yeah, it is. It's a hard question.
it has such a big thing in my heart where I'm just
Yeah.
like, I just want to go and do it. Like oh
Do-
man, it's
do-
emotional. It's honestly, I feel like, I know it's sad, but like it's like when I think about Nemesis, I'm like, it makes me emotional. Like
Yeah.
and I know it is like sad as hell, but it's something.
I remember walking
that
into
I just want to go and do it. Like
Yeah, I
tomorrow.
remember walking into Towers after the whole lockdown situation and just I sat on a bench for like 5 minutes and just like, can't believe I'm here. Like,
Yeah, it's insane, isn't it? Like it's a mad feeling when you go to Towers, and like you say, like when we went just for the garden walk, I was like, I can't believe we're here.
yeah, never thought it would happen
It's
this year.
it's a 45-minute drive for me and Joe, but still, it's like it has such a mad imprint in my head that it's like everything I love
Is
is
there.
printed in Towers in a way. Like even I love going to other theme parks and I love other rides and stuff, but for me, Towers has that magic that I don't think you can like replicate. Like
No.
Disney gets close to it. Don't get me wrong, it does. But like I don't know, like when you go to Towers, it's like you go there,
Yeah.
it's like the British like whole like, okay, we're gonna just like chill on the bench, have a Costa coffee.
Yeah.
And we're gonna
Watch
have
this
a waffle.
massive B&M coaster just go around
Yeah,
and just
and it's
roar
just
its
like,
way
it's-
through
you
terrain.
can't. I don't think you can like you can't replace it really.
No,
In
you
my
can't.
opinion. You can't replace that whole feeling of going on that ride, and
No.
it doesn't matter how many rides I do. Like even if I find like Black Mamba, I'm like that is a better ride for personally for me is a better ride, but walking up to Forbidden Valley and seeing that whole like seeing the sign and going in there, like
It's not just the
nothing-
coaster, is it?
nothing can take over that feeling. Like
No,
nothing can.
never.
Like nothing can.
The
Like,
first
that-
time I went on that monorail through Forbidden Valley, like, and the first time I ever saw ever saw a Nemesis track, I was like, what? The first time I ever saw a B&M track, my first B&M vision in person was Nemesis from the monorail, Alton Towers, and I was on the Nemesis side as well, so I could see it crystal clear. And I was like, oh my god, that thing is a monster, literally.
The same for me as well. Exactly the same coaster and exactly the same impression.
Yeah, honestly, like seriously. And then when we went back a couple of years later, Air was like, well, not a couple of years. Well, yeah, it would have been a couple of years. Air was there, and I was like, oh my god, these tracks just keep getting even bigger. And like when I saw Oblivion, I was like, whoa, what? We're gonna go down. That's gonna fit down that hole. Like, I was like, what?
You're lucky, man. You're like a few years older than me to know that feeling.
Only a couple of years. I mean, you're 30, I'm 32.
32. So you got that experience of like going to Oblivion and being like.
Yeah, I went with school very early on, and I'm so lucky to do that.
I didn't go to Alton Towers till I was about 14, 15, I think, and so like I like.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Oblivion was like already standardized, but for me, yeah, like Nemesis was the thing that started the whole obsession.
Yeah,
for me.
Personally. Like, how was that? The first time I got off Nemesis, I was like, "How is that legal?" Like,
yeah, it's like, how is that a thing?
Feels like good.
How is that like we're in the queue? And it's like that bridge, you know, in the queue line where you see the vertical loop and it comes over you.
Yeah.
And you get a rush of air in your face, and you're just like, "What the hell am I doing?"
It's like I need that.
Yeah, I need
like
that.
We're going on that in a minute, and it's like that for me, that's what like changed everything for me, like that. And it's just it's such a special ride, Nemesis is.
It really is. Yes, Andrew, I did. Sorry, Techno Andrew. I did see the documentary. I've been looking at construction photos of Nemesis like you would not believe in the last 4.5 weeks.
You're building it on.
Well, it's been part of of one of the projects and part of the big project what we're working on, and it's just so detailed. Like, there's so many things to Nemesis people wouldn't even know about. Honestly. Seriously, I cannot wait to be able to show you guys what we've been working on. It is epic. Like, you saw the stream with Pete that we did, and after that stream I was like, do you need any help? Can I help anywhere? And since then it's just gone.
I'm so excited for that. I really
honestly,
am.
It's
can't
really
wait to see
cool.
Forbidden Valley.
Yeah, it's so cool. Anyway, we've been going for 2 hours and a half, 2.5 hours now. So
wow.
we're gonna end the stream. It's 10:30. It's Christmas Eve. Thank you so much to everybody who's tuned in, who's dipped in and out, who's subscribed through this podcast, who's checked us out on Spotify throughout the year, who's followed us as well. Thank you so much. For now, I've been Luke from CoasterGen. Sorry, he's been Sean from ParkSpill. He's been Joe from Theme Park Insanity. I've been Luke from CoasterGen. He was Sam from Sam Costello on YouTube and Theme Park Insanity. And he was Mikhile as well. Yeah. And we've been the CoasterGen Show. Merry Christmas, guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. for a No Limits 2 live stream on Christmas Day. How about that? I'll see you tomorrow. See you in a bit, guys. Have a Merry Christmas, and I hope you get everything you want.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
See you later.